This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
PTB Wrestling Network family, it is the weekend of weekends. And for us here, not only at Place to Be Nation's main event, but also Place to Be Wrestling Network, this is our 15th WrestleMania. How about that? Did I do the math right? Sorry, our 16th WrestleMania. Our 16th WrestleMania. Crazy. Welcome to Place to Be Nation's main event. So obviously, everyone knows what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about Dynasty and nothing else. I do that every time. That joke is really old, and I hate beating jokes into the ground. But anyway, no, we all know what we're doing. It is, I think, I'll ask one of my guys here because he probably remembers better than I do. Of course, I have my compliment team here. This gentleman missed our last show, but that's okay. I love him anyway. And he is watching the Magic and the Sixers right now in the 17th play-in game in the history of the NBA. Mr. Andrew Reich, how are you?
I'm good. And remember, in the words of Sexy Red at that Stand and Deliver show, if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Fuck it.
Yeah, because, at least in the Gen X years of the 90s, we had somewhat of an imagination.
Yeah, you had a two-person show. It just didn't have the same pizzazz. So Nick and Ari made the call, and they got me on this one, making a 3-way dance.
Yep. Yeah, they did. Yep.
Because isn't that a three-way? Is that a 3-way main event in night one with McAfee?
It is. Yeah, and the winner gets to eat California rolls off Ari's shaved chest. Anyway, Boogie, always a pleasure. And our other guy, of course, he loves this episode every year. Loves it, and I couldn't do this show without him. So if he wasn't on tonight, we would have sacrificed ourselves. But he's here, and it's going to be amazing. Steve Aloysius Willie.
Do you know how hard it is to lay out when you say something like California rolls off of Ari Emanuel's shaved chest? I'm in my basement, and it's pretty warm and stuffy outside today in Wisconsin because we're getting record amounts of rain. And so I got shorts on, but it's cold in the basement, so I put a blanket on. And I took the blanket and put it over my mouth and nose because I was worried I was going to laugh and start coughing into the mic before you introduced me.
Yeah, it's a little warm here in Connecticut, but never fear for you fellow nutmeggers because it's going to be 48 on Monday. So fuck off.
Yeah,
anyway,
has
guys,
had all-time most rain in April, and it's only the 15th.
The 15th. We're only halfway through. Tax day.
Yeah.
We're recording this on Wednesday the 15th. But if you're listening to this as it drops, it's the 16th. It's Thursday. So special day this week. We dropped it a day early because we want all of you that are out in Sin City to be ready. Because it is we've decided, we think it's the 8th annual. Didn't we talk about this, Steve? I think it is 8th.
Yeah.
8th or 9th annual. Yeah. Probably could have looked it up. Mega Mania preview, which means Steve, Andrew, and myself, we're going to take you through the whole weekend in Vegas. All the shows, the big ones, the little ones, the ones in bars, the ones in toilets, the ones in janitor closets, the ones in libraries.
The ones that have already happened. And we're not even going to tell you your results. We're going to preview them.
The ones with Rob Shit in it.
We didn't watch any Micro Midget Mania on Monday. Are you kidding? Why do it then when we can go on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Exactly.
It's like no doubt.
Oh God. Okay, guys.
And the Micro Midgets have a residence.
Yes.
At probably the Tropicana.
At the Nerd. The Nerd. There's a lot of things going on at the Nerd, by the way. Wherever that is. Anyway, so we're going to go through all the shows, or most of them. Any ones that are kind of like half-assed, we'll skip. We usually do that. If it looks like a flim-flam shit show, we'll skip it. We'll just mention the title. But some shows we'll go through the card, and of course, we will go through both nights of at Allegiant and we'll give you our choices for nights 1 and 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, night 2 is like an 8. Night 1 is like a 5, maybe 4 3/4. But it may end up having good matches. We'll see. Before we go, very quick, Steve, I trust you to be very quick. This other one, very quick, Boogie. Your thoughts on Dynasty?
This is gonna sound really obnoxious for like the AEW fans, but it felt like just a really good wrestling show, if that makes any sense. It was a show where all I meant is that there wasn't a lot of character, like pushing storylines really necessarily in it. It was more just about, let's just have some really good matches. We're in the same month of WrestleMania. Let's just have awesome matches. And they did. There was an unfortunate injury to Kyle Fletcher, which pivoted for a Casino Gauntlet, which Kevin Knight won. That was decent. Ospreay and Moxley winning was a shock. I liked the match a lot. MJF Kenny Omega was fantastic. The Bucks versus Okada and Takeshita was fantastic. But in terms of like, if I had to tell people go watch it, I would say if you missed it, it's not the end of the world. But it was a great wrestling show, but that's par for the course for AEW.
Anything quick, Steve?
I didn't get to watch it yet.
Okay.
I apologize to
There's your answer. That's about as quick an answer as I was hoping Boogie would give. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
And
I actually haven't had a
interested.
chance either, so.
Yeah, it's not that I wasn't interested. It's just that we have been incredibly busy around here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, I have AEW on in the background right now as we're recording. But I have comments on this Will Ospreay match, but I will save them because we're not covering it right now. It's not that I don't have interest in AEW right now. It's just that I've been having trouble keeping up on it. And I don't know if that makes sense. There's just been so much other stuff to watch in general lately that I've been enjoying outside of wrestling. And then I even turned on Final Battle 2006. Like you and I, Scott, were talking about that the other day, just for fun.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, it's on my list of never-ending things to watch.
Well, I didn't say I will. I may, depending on the prices, may go to Double or Nothing. As it's right down the street. As it's right down the way here at it's at the Louis Armstrong Court at the National Tennis Center.
That's what I was going to ask you.
across
So how many stadiums are in how many stadiums host the US Open?
What do you mean? Like how many courts?
Yeah, like how many stadiums do they have? Because there's Arthur Ashe, and then this one's Louis Armstrong Arena.
Arthur Ashe is what? Look, if it's comparable to Wimbledon, Arthur Ashe is like center court.
Okay.
Louis Armstrong is court 1. So Louis Armstrong is the mildly smaller one, but they'll still get a good crowd.
So they'll get like 12,000 people. Okay.
Yeah. It's the day before Memorial Day. I may go. I might talk to Tomato.
Isn't it hot as hell in the month of May in New York?
Boogie, it's hot as hell from May till fucking October, and then it goes from 90 to 6.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe the.
Okay, sorry.
I was gonna make a crack about Mayor Mamdani, but I'm not gonna bother. Go ahead. I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother. I was gonna make a comment about eggs and milk or something, but I'm not gonna bother. I'm leaving it alone. I'm leaving it alone.
Do you think Mamdini's gonna be there? Do you think he's gonna cry if Kenny wrestles Bryan again? Anyways.
Well, someone would have to give their seat up because he's not paying for it.
Well, here's all.
All right, enough of that. Go ahead.
Here's all I was gonna say. Like that, they've been in Queens before for Grand Slam, but never for a pay-per-view. That's all.
Right. And the Mets are not home.
The seats for the Like even if you get like an upper deck seat, it's only going to run you like $35.
Yeah, I might. You think I could walk up? Probably not, right?
You might be able to,
When it comes to,
or at least wait until the. You know about my work going on right now.
Well, if you walk around,
yeah, that's true.
If you walk around, just say, "I'm sorry, I was drunk. I'm Tiger Woods' caddy."
Oh, that's wow. He's been keeping that for 3 weeks. Anyway, all right, let's get into this. We'll talk more about Double or Nothing. We got time for that. All right. Anyway, so here's what's happened. So all right, so here we go. So we're gonna start. We will retroactive, but we won't mention. We'll just get into some of the stuff, and then we'll really start with. If you're listening to this as it drops, we'll start with today. And if you're in Vegas and you're listening, cool, thank you. And this is kind of a complimentary show because we got 2 shows here in the quad of pods. Over on the No-So, my good friend Mike Rossi, one of the only tolerable UConn fans I know. He, of course, does his great show, Shooting Straight. Or is it Straight Shooter? One of the two. Anyway, it's a good show. And he did a preview earlier this week, too. Same thing with the indie show. So maybe he has indie shows that maybe we're kind of on, but we may have a indie show we love that he missed. So they're 2 good complimentary shows, and you could decide what shows you want to find between now and Sunday. So, all right. So let's all right. So we'll start with the stuff that's already happened. So Monday night, Micromania Midget Wrestling happened at the Nerd. You're going to hear that place a lot. The Nerd in Vegas.
And they have a residency at the Nerd this week. It looks
they
like
obviously do.
Night.
Yes. So then Tuesday night, there were 3 shows. There was Big Valley Wrestling and World's Greatest Wrestling over. That was at the Grey Witch. I guess. Oh, there was 2 shows. I'm sorry. This was this thing. So there were 4 matches here so far. There was a no-ring deathmatch championship. Casanova Valentine. I love that name. That's what I call Steve when he visits hotels. Casanova Valentine versus Jimmy Jack. Funk. Kid Bandit versus Bovey. Draculina versus Lois Grain. And Nick Xander and Can't Stop Jamal versus Kid Isaac and Fox Valentine.
Lois Grain is
so there's Casanova Valentine and Fox Valentine. What's that?
Yeah, they're part of the Valentine family tree. Johnny and Lois
Johnny
Grain.
And Greg. Yeah,
it's kind of like Lois Lane. I don't know why I find that humorous.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Okay. And then Micromania Midget Wrestling at the Nerd at night. Okay, this was last night. This was Wednesday. So this is where we really get into some good stuff. So yesterday, if you're listening to this on Thursday, Wednesday the 15th, Boca Raton Championship Wrestling had Vegas Vacation, 2 o'clock at the FSW Arena. The BRCW Tag Team Championship, Sons of Boca against EJ Naduka and Kenny King.
No,
Joe Coffey. Oh, Joe Coffey. And Matt Riddle? Wow.
Yeah,
Two
he's
fucking
in
degenerates.
MLW.
I don't know if Joe Coffey's a degenerate. Obviously former NXT guy. Or NXT UK guy? Yeah. Kurt Stallion and Ben Bishop. Ben Bishop. Was he the goalie for the Lightning?
Ben Bishop is pretty funny. He's 7 foot tall. He's all over Instagram and TikTok. He's got some great videos.
I could have sworn, Steve, wasn't Ben Bishop wasn't he the goalie for the Lightning? Ben Bishop? I thought he was. Possibly. Against Gangrel. Steve kept stalling because he didn't want me to say Gangrel. And Zach Clayton. The Wrestle Lit Tables match, Cha Cha Charlie against Big Tito Lincoln. These are great. Roma against Kristen Blaze, and then Reese Maddox and Ray Fury again. And it's a 4-way versus Steven Person and Justin Andrews. It's a 4-way. Scheduled to appear: Red Cup Jeff, Matthew Mashler, Frank the Clown.
Oh,
who the fuck is Frank the Clown?
He used to,
is that like Wrinkles? Is that like Wrinkles the Clown? Is that like Wrinkles the Clown, the one that parents call to straighten their kids out?
I don't know if he's still.
There's a documentary on Netflix coming out about him.
It dates Noel Foley, but he is just an irritant. I could tell stories about seeing Frank the Clown at shows in the Midwest and literally rooting them.
Mark Long, Lloyd Anawai, because there's more of them, and James Ellsworth. I don't know who's more annoying, Steve, James Ellsworth or Frank the Clown. I mean, seriously. Yeah. Then we have Poder. All right, so the next show is Poder Mania. This went on yesterday at the Horseshoe.
Yes, part of the collective.
part of the collective. This is a women's match. This is a women's card.
All women's show.
Oh, cool.
Potter Women's Championship. Brittany Blake against Shotzi Blackheart. There we go. Ladies Lights Out Championship. Jasmine Allure against Alejandra La Leona. Izzy Moreno versus Brittany Brooks versus Gypsy Mac.
And
Miranda Alize.
Izzy from NXT. The girl who's always in the crowd.
The Bailey fan,
Yeah.
Wow. Miranda Alize against Carolina Cruz. Alex Gracia against Aaliyah James. Nixie Exis against Shaza McKenzie. Lumars and Amira versus Jazzy Wang and Toga. Allie Catch, there's your girl, Steve.
Yeah.
Against Kaya McKenna. Joseline Navarro and Maserati against Leva Bates. I know Leva Bates. Where do I know that name, Leva Bates? She NXT too?
Librarian.
From AEW.
Oh, right.
Blue,
and then Blue Pants. Yeah.
Blue Pants, that's right. I remember her. And Sue Young.
I remember Maserati from the original Glow.
Oh, yeah. Was she 70 now? Rachel Leigh, Emily J. and versus Journey Burke, Valentina Rossi, and Serena Vale. Billy Starks, I don't know her, against Charlie Evans, and then some scheduled to appear. Pandemonium Pro Wrestling, Whatever Forever, was yesterday at the Bizarre Bar.
The Bizarre Bar.
The Bizarre Bar. The Pandemonium Pro Championship. Amira against Janai Kai and Saya. Is this another women's card? Oh, no, okay. And
Just
Saya Lida. The Pandemonium Pro TV Championship. Vengador versus Parm Singh Man versus Javi versus Chicken Parm Singh Man versus Zeb Feel Parm Singh Man. Zeb St. One and Dustin Wynn. Wasn't he on 21 Jump Street?
Yeah.
Dustin Wynn. Frankie B versus Alexis Littlefoot versus MJ. A lot of four-ways. Hey, we are in Vegas. Versus MJ Santana versus Miko Alana. Johnny Robbie against Natsupoi.
Nah.
New Fever, which is Shimbashi and Danny Orion against Robert Martyr and Jordan Saint. Eddie Grayson, Jack Valor, and Spencer Scott against the Mexa Boys, Noisy Boy and Spiderfly, and Calabas. C4, Cody Chun and Guillermo Rosas, and Stephen Bradley against No Bail Posted. That's a good tag team name.
Yes, it is.
And Junie Underwood. That's awesome. Joseline Navarro against Alexis Lee. Kid Isaac and Kanan Chorus against Cairo Leone and Bryce Kuza. And Gia Jewel against Daisuke Sasaki.
Yeah, Daisuke Sasaki's going to be on a lot of cards this week.
Yeah. What was the one year? Remember, Steve? Guys, Speedball Mike Bailey was on like fucking 9 shows.
Yeah, he was
at
like
Dallas?
Was
that Dallas?
Yes, it was when he got his.
Yeah, that was the year. Yeah, I was there because that's the first time I ever saw him. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. You talked about him. I had no idea who he was, and he wrestled Alex Shelley at the show that I was at with.
There were times where there were times where there were 2 shows going on at the same time, and he wrestled on both of them.
That's fucking nuts.
Yep.
All right, so at 5:00 yesterday was Coastal Championship Wrestling High Rollers at the FSW Arena. Matt Riddle, Ben Bishop, there he is again, the Lightning goalie. Stallion Rogers against LJ Cleary. Cha-Cha Charlie and Ricky Sosa. J-Rod against Kristen Blaze. Gangrel, Jimmy Lloyd. Sam Holloway, Jai Vidal, and Beastman versus Crush. Ozzy Killmeister. Yeah, that's original. At 5:00 was Big Valley Wrestling in City of Las Vegas, the Downtown Slam. I won't go through. We'll move ahead here so we can get to the cards, stuff that hasn't happened yet. BVW Tag Team Championship was the highlight. Lights, Camera, Faction versus X. There we go. Anybody else on that show that strikes out? Dagoosh. Jimmy Jack again.
I've seen Kid Bandit before.
Kid Bandit is on a lot of cards.
Who's that?
Kid Bandit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one with the crazy looking hair, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Unapologetic Pro, Sinner's Paradise was last night, 7:00 at Bizarre Bar. Tiger Mask. Really? What is it? Tiger Mask like 12?
Yes. It is the Tiger Mask. He's retiring this year.
CJ. No.
Yep. The final one. Yeah.
What is he like? 60? Or do you mean like just the character Tiger Mask?
No. The guy in the mask right now. Yeah. He's
Satayama, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy. El Phantasmo against Adrian Quest. I didn't do this whole match yet. CJ Tino, El Mexica against Fidel Bravo, Ricky G, and Danny Rose. Gypsy Mac versus Frankie B versus Alexis Lee versus Johnny Robbie. Another four-way. G Sharp versus Shreddy versus Jack Selstrom versus Briante RB versus Calibus. What is this? WrestleMania fucking 2000? He's got all these multi-man matches. Andrew Cass versus Miko Alana versus Bobby Orlando. And
there's
some
only
other stuff.
one singles match.
Crazy. 8 o'clock last night. This is a big one. Dragon Gate, the Gate of Sin City. That was at the Horseshoe. Dragon Kid, Kazi, Yuki Yoshioka against Madoka Kakuta, Ishin, and Yoshiki Kato. Yamato against Jonathan Gresham. There we go. Busta and the Brain versus Love and Peace versus the Panther Brothers.
I've seen Price and Oliver a lot in AEW.
Yeah, they've Ring of Honor, right?
They're either from Britain or from Australia, one of the two.
Susumu Yokosuka against Marcus Mathers. Not Marshall Mathers, Marcus Mathers.
That's what I was about
Reese
to say.
Maddox. My name is what? My name is what? And then he spits in the fries or the onion rings, whatever that video was. Reese Maddox and Channing Decker against Ho Ho Lun and La Estrella. Willie Mack, yeah, it's one of my guys. I love Willie Mack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Kai versus El Kukui. Here's a match. Here's a card that's got like a zillion title matches that happened last night. Colorado Wrestling Connection, CWC versus the World. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 title matches.
Out of 9 matches. Colorado's got some
a lot of gold. Slice Boogie. I remember him. He was an NWA guy, Slice Boogie. The band is 51. The tag team is 5150. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Danny Limelight, who I interviewed, and Slice Boogie. They're the UW. Oh, it's United Wrestling Network. That's the UWN. That's what the NWA worked with during COVID. That was Marquez and all those guys. Bunch of other stuff too. Royce Isaacs, another NWA alum. Rocco McSweets. Oh, and Anderson and Gallows. Jesus. Then Micromania Midgets at 10 o'clock at the Nerd. Hybrid Wrestling and Probe Wrestling Unplugged. Midnight Express. Midnight. It was midnight at the Horseshoe. Another Gangrel show. Anybody we know here? Effie. Oh, Joey Janela. Now we're starting to get some guys. PCO. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mercedes Martinez was on a match here.
Yeah, with Priscilla Kelly, the former, what was her NXT name? Redhead. Gosh.
You guys know better than me.
I wouldn't know at all. I could look it up.
All right. Sean Henderson presents High Stakes. That was last night at the Nerd. And it had Shotzi was on that card, Jonathan Gresham.
Gigi Dolan.
Gigi Dolan. Oh, yeah. Gigi Dolan. I love Gigi. I love Gigi. Jack Evans. Nobody likes him. All right. Now we'll get to the show. Now we'll get to the matches, the cards that have not happened yet. Unless you're listening to this after Thursday, and in which case maybe the Thursday stuff has happened. But if you're listening to this as it drops, we're about to begin. So here we go. For Thursday, April 16th, which if you're listening to this show as it dropped, it is today, 11 a.m., guys, at the Horseshoe, Progress Wrestling, Chapter 193, Progress Las Vegas, live on Triller. Now we're going to get to the cards, Steve, that are actually on TV.
Yeah.
I remember, Steve, when you used to loan me your Triller, and I used to be able to watch all this crap.
I think I might do it for a month here so we can watch some of this stuff.
Yeah, I think we need to. I want to watch my girl Shotzi, and I want to watch some. I need to watch my girl Gigi. All right, so here's the card for 11 a.m., which would be 2 o'clock our time. The Progress Men's World Championship. Man like Derice.
Oh yeah,
defending the title against Michael Oku.
Yeah, Oku's amazing. Derice does like a rap gimmick for his entrance.
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay. The Progress Proteus Championship, Paul Hauser against Big Damo.
Wait, is that Paul Walter Hauser?
I think so.
The actor?
I think it is.
Oh my God!
Isn't he in a new movie with Mark Wahlberg called
Big Balls? It's the one where they mess up the golden goal and all the
Brazilian condoms or some fucking stupid.
Yep, that's him.
I think I watched a trailer.
I just saw him in a movie.
What the fuck is this? It's a condom that you can put your balls into. Stupidest thing ever.
That's the one the Fairley brothers made. But he
idiots.
started a movie based on a true story about a guy who mastered Press Your Luck. And
that guy. Yeah, the guy with the beard.
And he kept getting the grand prize over and over without getting whammies because he memorized the pattern. And
that was a real guy.
Played the character.
Yeah,
He's
that was a real guy.
Man. He's
great. I've seen the documentary on that.
I saw a documentary on that too. That guy was a lunatic.
Oh yeah, and then he blew all the money.
Yeah, and then he tried to rob people or some shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, he just kept doing all these schemes and
kept
losing all the money he would get.
Subculture: Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews.
Oh, I love
that's NXT UK guys. Yeah,
yeah, I love that team.
Against Kuro and LJ Cleary.
LJ
Emerson
Cleary
Jane
is Lyra Valkyria's husband.
Oh, okay. Here's a 4-way: Emerson Jane versus Lena Cross versus Renee Michelle versus Mercedes Martinez. Super strong style 16 first round. Ethan Allen, is that a furniture place? Against Leo Rush. Here we go. And then another first round matchup, Rio. Oh God. Versus
Rio.
Oh, okay. Versus Vert Vixen. And then Simon Miller. Oh, Simon Miller, the fucking what wrestling guy?
Yeah.
What a dope. Against Danny Jones. Joe Dombrowski? What is he? Joe Dombrowski? He's there too. What is he, shilling DVDs? He still thinks people care about the Montreal Screwjob? Oh, shit. At 11 a.m. at the Pearl Theater in Vegas, well, duh. Tokyo Yoshi Pro Wrestling. Anything sticks out, guys, please jump in. TJPW Live.
Yeah, Princess this is a show I would go to either of these 11 o'clock shows.
Okay.
The one you just said in Tokyo Joshi Pro. I haven't watched much of them, but they are very loosely related to AEW. Like Cheetah came from there. But yeah, the inspiration's on this card. Jesse McKay, Cassie Lee.
Yeah, Jesse and Cass, just my girls. I love my girls.
The only Joshi wrestler I've seen is Mayu Yamashita. I've seen her before.
Yeah, I've seen her a bunch. Mayu Watanabe, I've seen a bit.
These must be some Stardom people.
Well, they're the Princess Tag Champions.
Okay.
Inspiration. So they're defending the belts against Kuyuraku Resonance.
Cool name.
Yeah.
Yuki Arai. Joshi.
Oh, okay.
And they just were in Vancouver. They were in Dallas. They do more traveling in the U.S. They were, God dang it, what's the name of the thing in Austin? It used to be just films and music, and now it's way more.
Oh, South by Southwest.
Yeah, South by Southwest. Yeah, thank you. My wife was there last year. I kidded. They've been doing shows there the last 2 years. And then they were just in Vancouver last week, and now they're in Las Vegas. So they're supposed to be pretty fun organization.
Yuki Arai defends the Princess of Princess title against J-Rod. International Princess Championship, Suzumi against Sakura Hattori. Miyu Yamashita versus Mizuki versus Miyu Watanabe. Oh, look at it. I love this team. Raku, Yuki Aino, and Porn Harajuku.
I think that's Palm.
Oh, it is Palm. Fuck!
What are you looking at?
Come on. She would have been 10 times a better wrestler if her name was Porn. Palm. Against Shino Suzuki. I should wipe my glasses. Himawari and Alexis Lee. And then Yuki Kamafuku and Wakana Uhara versus Uta Takami and Toga. So that's the Tokyo Yoshi Pro Show. Also at 11 o'clock today, New Texas Pro Wrestling presents the Sin City Stampede. This is at the Bazaar Bar. For the New Texas Pro World Championship, Danny Orion against Brian Keith.
The second time I've seen Danny Orion in a card.
Yes. The New Texas Pro Women's title, Charity King, the champion, defends against Gabby Forza. The Pro Tag Team titles, the Dream Team, no, not Dino Bravo or Beefcake or Valentine. Danny King and Casey Cream.
Wait, what?
Against Casey Cream.
I like their donuts.
Creme against Toxic Tour, Pac Ortega and Prince Lee versus Meat Market. That's Steve
Meat Market.
That's Steve's
Cutlet.
His name is Cutlet.
You're my favorite name of the year so far.
His fucking name is Cutlet. We officially found Dr. G's favorite wrestler, Cutlet. Against Maya World and LVJ. Vinny Massaro against Oily Summers. Starboy Charlie, Cosmo Orion, and Epidemius Jr. against, I almost said Epidermis.
Yeah, I thought it was 100% first as well.
Shimbashi, Dragon Kid, Andrew Cass. Adam Priest against Dustin Nguyen, the guy from 21
Adam
Jump
Priest
Street
is a
again.
good wrestler.
Dimitri.
Alexandrov.
Dimitri Alexandrov against Ishin. One called Manders, not
like
King
Manders.
James Mander, against Timur the Great. Jack Calloway versus Jackpot J-Rock versus Prince Kicks Rookie versus Chris. Jesus, what is this? A 10-way versus Chris Marcel versus Devin Carter versus Ethan Hunter versus Travis Cootie. It's a lot of verses.
Is that Kid
no
Cudi?
idea what
Man, the Diddy trial did a number on him.
Yeah, I know.
These
What are we
next
saying,
couple shows, these next couple of shows, I have no idea what these are.
All right, 1 o'clock at the center. Ricky Tenacious presents the Dropkick Disco. And there's a couple of Chicken Parm Sing Man's wrestling.
Yeah.
There you go. Also at 2 o'clock at the FSW Arena, the Organized International Wrestling Association presents the Outliers Showcase. That's some title matches. Nobody really. Oh, Cheeseburger.
Oh my God! Please tell me Dante Smiley is Norman Smiley's son.
That would be fantastic. Cheeseburger is going after the Soaring Dragon Championship. The champion is Mr. Wobble. Mr. Wobble.
You can't pin him.
You can't.
You push him down, he'll just pop right back up.
Exactly. Damn it, Cheeseburger. He always gets screwed. Later on at 3 o'clock at the Bazaar Bar is St. Louis Anarchy. Let anarchy be anarchy. The Gateway Heritage Championship, Anakin Murphy against Jeremy Wyatt. Chase Holiday against Alex Duke. Unsigned and Don't Care. That's a great team name, too.
Gary J, I love that dude. He's got he comes to the ring in this owl outfit, and he's just like
Watchmen?
Ohio. Similar, and he's just like a kind of a grappler guy.
Against Cowboy Way, another tag team. Billy Starks against Davey Vega. Shaza McKenzie against Ashlyn Alexander. Laney Luck against Charlie Evans. Mad Dog Connolly against Vinny Massaro. And then a 6-man tag, Mike Outlaw, Camaro Jackson, and Everett Connors against North Shore Wrestling. Okay.
Here's a card. This is a
is this CMLL?
This is a big
Oh
one.
my God, yeah.
Yeah, this one's got some juice to it.
At
At 3
Meltzer
o'clock.
will be there. Meltzer will be there.
Oh yeah. At 3 o'clock, and then we have a big one next. At 3 o'clock at the Pearl Theater, the Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre.
Yep, CMLL. Yeah.
And this one, that is CMLL. Why does this fucking guy just type CMLL instead of me having to read the whole thing? Damn it.
Just to mess with you.
Really? That's what it is? Consejo Mundial? Okay, so CMLL, folks, has a card. Mystico and Templario versus Hechicero and Angel de Oro. Okay.
Hechicero just wrestled last night on Dynamite.
Oh.
Against Ospreay.
Claudio, Mr. Castagnoli against Atlantis Jr.
I might be wrong about this, but I think Claudio's the CMLL champion.
Well, it's not a title shot.
He just lost it to Hechicero because Hechicero came out with the belt.
Hechicero is the champ now. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's taking on Atlantis Jr. Mascara Dorada and Neon versus Flip Gordon and Capitan Suicida.
Dude, Neon is so freaking good.
Yeah, that should be a good match. Esfinge, Zelua, and Valiente Jr. against Soberano Jr., Defunto, and Barboza.
I can't pick him out of a lineup, but I've seen them all on Ring of Honor.
Blue Panther. Blue Panther against Ultimo Guerrero.
Brian Davis Blue Panther, yeah.
Steve, I may borrow your Triller just for this match.
CMLL is on YouTube and on Triller, and it's very expensive, and I just can't. Yeah. They've been selling out like Arena Mexico literally every week. And
it was I think Dave Meltzer gave it promotion of the year. I think.
Yeah, he loves it.
Booker of the year. Yeah.
World Women's Championship. Persephone defending the belt against Tessa Blanchard. So there'll be some potatoes in that one. Mm-hmm. And then Camelito versus Periquito Sakrayas versus Samuel Tengu.
That must be a women's lucha libre match.
Yeah. So this might be the first card that we could say is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is one to pay for. That's at 3 o'clock local, 6 o'clock our time, 3 o'clock Vegas time at the Pearl Theater. All right, here's a big one. This is actually a pretty big one.
Yeah,
at 3 o'clock.
Some controversy on this one.
Oh, tell us when I finish the card.
Yeah.
So it is the annual This is during WrestleCon. Obviously, WrestleCon going on. Duh. This is the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show, which of course we have every year all over wherever that WrestleMania is. It's at the Horseshoe. 6 matches I have here. The Demand, which is Ricochet, Toa Leona, and Bishop Kaun against Michael Oku, Kevin Knight, and Mike Bailey. Oh, there's our first Speedball sighting.
That's gonna suck.
Yeah. The Swirl, Blake Christian. That's my guy, Blake Christian.
I love Blake
and
Christian.
Lee Johnson against Subculture, which
That
is
will be
Flash
great.
Morgan Webster, Mark Andrews. We know that match will be a banger.
This one will not.
This one will not, because we're going back apparently to 1999. The Headbangers against Rhino and Heath, because even now on the indie circuit, he's got kids.
Yeah.
CPF, Joe Lando and Danny Black versus MXFX, Latigo and Toxin versus Love and Peace versus Starmen. Then Bandito against Galeno Del Mal, and then Masato Tanaka. Holy shit!
Wow.
What balls he dig him out of? Against Mark Davis.
That is
Now,
an
Steve,
ass
what's
off
the
right
what's
there.
the kerfluffle?
Well, the original
What's
main
the
event.
kerfluffle, Steve?
The original main event was supposed to be Ricochet against Leon Slater of TNA. We talked about that last week.
Yes.
And
yes.
Carlos
I talked
Silva,
about this last week. Yes.
Yeah, it was breaking as we were taping last week. Out of nowhere, even though they were selling the show on this match, pulled Slater off the card, citing like partner differences, and the implication was that it was somehow WWE pulling it, and it's not WWE. It was Carlos Silva was just being an ass. And so there's been a lot of pushback on him. He actually got booed at the TNA pay-per-view when he came out.
Oh,
basically he got upset, and they John Pollock and Wei Ting on Tuesday did an interview with the guy who puts together this show. I believe it's from High Spots, who's been doing these for years and years and years, and said he's never had a problem with WWE. They've never had an issue, that they have like kind of a mutual understanding. So it wasn't that.
Right.
And pretty much Carlos Silva was pissed off that AEW Collision ran last Thursday opposite of TNA or 2 weeks ago. And so he's pissed off at AEW because of that. Now, the funny thing is that the only reason they ran on Thursday was because Warner moved them to Thursday. It wasn't like an AEW decision, because the basketball tournament.
NBA, right?
Yeah,
the tournament.
NCAA,
the tournament.
yeah. Because the Final Four was on TNT.
They were simulcasting it on all the
TBS.
stations.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why it was on Thursday.
Come on, Silva, do your fucking homework. You should know
now,
that.
Here's the funny part. I don't know if it matters as much, but Collision airs tonight. So I'm not sure, and it's taped, but it's actually airing opposite Impact again. But Carlos Silva, I know I've said this. I know I've said this phrase before as a jest, but I mean it this time. What Carlos Silva? What a cuckold! I mean, like WWE helped you.
Yeah, he's a cuck.
WWE helped you get the television deal with AMC and Dolan. I totally understand that, but they don't tell you what to do.
No, that's what that guy was saying too.
Guys run your indie dates.
He's like, we've been doing this show for 10 years at this point. The Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show. And they also pulled out east. I forget the name of the promotion. Shoot, Creative Pro. MGF and Nick Nemeth were going to have a match, and that was heavily promoted. They were both doing promotion for it, and then he pulled Nick Nemeth from the card, and so basically it screws these promoters and the fans, because people paid money to and the other thing too, like with Leon Slater, like the guy said today, Ricochet and Leon Slater had the same agent, and they worked out a finish, and it was Tony Khan approved it, Carlos Silva approved it, and it basically sounded like Leon Slater was going over, because he said Leon Slater was not going to lose.
Right.
Because Leon Slater's the X Division title holder, and Ricochet doesn't have a title. So it was heavily implied that Ricochet was putting over Leon Slater clean as a whistle. Maybe some interference or something. But and just dumb. And he made a good point. Like, do you think WWE cares about Leon Slater versus Ricochet? They're running WrestleMania.
And also,
do you think Triple H, that's on Triple H's radar?
Right.
Do you think
And then But my other complaint too is like how much of a guarantee or downside guarantee are you really getting in TNA? Steph DeLander did an interview after she and her boyfriend Mance Warner left the company, and she basically gave a blow by blow of like it's basically a per diem contract if you don't get guaranteed like a television appearance. So it's basically the equivalent of what Ring of Honor used to be under Sinclair. And you're not making enough money. Let these people go to WrestleCon and go to Micromania and go to Effie's Brunch and all this stuff. Let them get their money. Let them get their
and they're not even
opportunities.
Yeah, they're not even taping as much.
Right.
You're doing like these huge, massive, sessions for AMC, and then
they did have a show called Rebellion. If Scott wants to mention it at all, if he saw it in Cleveland, Ohio.
But yeah, it's just.
Yes.
And MJF just basically after that match with Nick Nemeth was
he
canceled.
had a conniption fit. Yeah.
Oh my God, did he go off?
Yeah.
And like he's a guy who can go off because of his stature and his character. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Rashida on my television right now. She's wearing a vest with an ill-fitting bra over the top of it and a pearl necklace.
Who is?
Rashida. It's the worst outfit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh. I thought you were talking about what's her name? What's her name? What's her name's girl there? That's the one I thought you were mentioning.
Oh yeah. But,
what's her name? Why am I brain farting?
Riho or
Tony Storm's girl there?
Oh, Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah, Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah,
I had a.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The last. I had a pearl necklace comment, but never mind.
Yeah, MJF pretty much saying.
I think I went over Boogie's head. What?
Yeah. MJF pretty much saying what Reese was saying was like how just calling them the Silva names like the same thing with like, oh shit, they're not making any money. And you got to let them do their thing, and the fans are paying tickets already, and you've already okayed it, and now you're going back on your word.
Yeah, that's not a good look for you down the road.
TNA is not I know they have a television deal, but TNA is not in a good place. But they have a TV deal, and others don't.
When they got rid of Scott D'Amore last year, everything changed. Or 2 years ago, everything changed.
Yep.
Crazy. 3:00 at the Dive Bar is Rise Underground Pro Wrestling. Only a couple matches on there, nothing too crazy. Mickey Knuckles is going to be there. At 4:00 at the Center is $1 Million Minds Pro Wrestling, All or Nothing. Let's see, we have the MDM Heavyweight title, Jaco versus Andrew Delgado. For the tag team titles in an open challenge, the Cheenies will take on somebody. The MDM Social Media Championship, Damian Shadows against Ryan Vex. My God, who would have thought we were talking about the Good Brothers on a fucking indie show weekend? The Good Brothers against the Bovey Darrells. Nashoba Naira versus Mikey O'Shea. Duke Lawrence against Corey Dillinger. And Jin Savani against Nicole Amity. 4:00 at HyperX. Kaylee Underwood.
It looks like Carrie Underwood.
Not the other. Carrie Underwood. At 4:00 at the HyperX Arena is Delgado Promotions, the Infinity Lucha Libre. And finally, the only reason I would visit Vegas this weekend, because look who's in the first match, Steve.
Dr. Wagner Jr. But not.
Damn right.
El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Dr. Wagner Jr.
No.
Jr.
Jr. Toxin and Elio del Cobarde against Ultimo Dragon, who will trip over something. Oni, El Bandito, and El Dragon. For the Delgado Promotions tag team titles, the Money Line are the champs. They defend against the Inglorious Bastards, against Cosmo and Danny Ryan, and against Los Salvacitos. Ricky Sosa, Gringo Loco, Jack Cartwheel, and Kuro and Cows having a five-way.
Logo before.
Lights Camera Faction against Bodie Young Prodigy, G-Sharp, Ramon Romantico, and GMO Kaminari. El Kukui, almost said El Cuck. El Kukui, Axel Lee, and
Carlos Silva's on the show.
Carlos Silva, El Cuck against Vaquero Star against Brianti RB, Angel Ario, and Radioactivo. And then Casino Royale. Look at this group. Jake Redondo, Remy Marcel, Epidermis Jr., Legendario Jr., a lot of juniors, Delta Jr., Carnage, Amber Blaze, Nolan Knight, J2 Mattioli, and Acertijo. Okay. At 5 o'clock at FSW Arena is the Devotion Championship Wrestling, DCW, Winning Dangerously. Anybody here worth of note? Benny Lund, Braxton Hicks, Nick Night Train. No.
That's the fourth time I've seen Reese Maddox on the card.
Wait a minute. Now, Boogie made fun of me earlier in the show because I said whatever that person's name was, porn something.
Mm-hmm.
Porn, whatever their name was, porn something. Well, let me tell you, Boogie, because appearing at this Devotion show is Missy Hyatt and Jasmine Sinclair. So suck it, Boogie. I'm getting my porn. Oh my God! How much do you think those autographs are? Don't touch their hands. Get a tetanus.
I do like that. I do like one of the names of the characters is the Warden. It reminds me of Nails.
Yes. 7 o'clock tonight at the Bizarre Bar. West Coast Pro Wrestling presents West Coast versus the World. By the way, if you're still looking to get tickets, if you want to go online, use WC Vegas 15 for 15% off.
Hey.
There you go. All right. West Coast Pro Championship, Vinny Massaro against Thomas Shire. The Women's World Title, Johnny Robbie against Mio Momono. Golden Gate Championship, Andrew Cass against Adam Brooks.
There's Andrew Cass again. Us Andrews got to stick together.
Yep. Tag team titles. Aaron Solo and Alan Angels.
Except for Chris Andrew, who kicked him out.
Yeah. Oh, our guy, Steve, Alan Angels.
Oh, my goodness. Still around.
Against Cajun Catch Revival, which is Jaya Jewel and Seabass Finn. Aja Kong, yes.
Yes.
Fucking love that. Now all we need is Bull Naka no. Against Miko Alana. Danny Luna, there you go, against Senka Akatsuki.
I think she just left TNA.
Yes, I was surprised by that. I don't know what happened there. They were kind of.
She asked out.
Like she was
I think she asked out of her deal. Yeah.
For the Pro Tag Team titles, we did that already. Alpha Zoe against LeBron Cazone and Starboy Charlie against Adam Priest. 7 o'clock tonight at the HyperX Arena, Future Stars of Wrestling, the WWE ID Showcase. Whatever the God fuck that means.
Good
ID
Lord,
Showcase.
there's a lot of shows.
ID Championship, Starboy Charlie, we're only on today. Starboy Charlie against Marcus Mathers, Laney Luck against Notorious Mimi for the women's title. The Evolve title, Aaron Rourke against Cappuccino Jones.
Yeah.
Timothy Thatcher, here we go, Steve. Timothy Thatcher against Sam Holloway.
Okay.
Fallon Gray against Erica Demia. It's Gal against Mike Cunningham. Jaquan McNair versus Jeriel Rivera versus Jimmy House. And Brittany Brooks against Valentina Rossi.
I'll just say this. Laney Luck, I've seen AEW a lot. So I'm glad she's getting this opportunity to,
she must
parade around with a WWE-ish title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good for her.
7 o'clock tonight, the worst wrestling show all Mania week.
Good for them.
That's the actual name
a place
of it.
called Beer Zombies. Love it. Good for them.
We don't have a card, but scheduled to appear, Dark Sheik, Dave Reckoning, Kid Isaac, Cheeseburger, Shug D, Nikki X's, Lara Frazier, Reverse Mermaid. That's something Jasmine Sinclair does. Chase James. Sturksum Garco, I beat you to it. Sturksum Garcone, Anton Voorhees, and a few other people. 7:30 tonight at the center. Lucha Memes, Tijuana Wrestling Entertainment, and Souris Valley Wrestling presents Fund Me Mania. Okay. IWTV Independent Wrestling Championship, Cruel versus Magdal Connolly versus Ray Apocalypsis. The Mexa Boys against CPF. Ray Samurai versus Ninja Mac versus Christian Star.
Can I stop you there? Ninja Mac was the guy who did the 25 backflips out of the ring that went viral. That's all I wanted to say.
Toxin Boy against Robert Martyr. Shaler Kid against Raido Star. Ryan Clancy against the furniture guy, Ethan Allen. Brooke Havoc against Matt Mako. Vaughn Vertigo against Briante RB. And Jonathan Gresham There we go, against Michael Solar. Any reason why you think Gresham hasn't hooked up anywhere, Steve?
Well, he had a couple strokes about a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a couple strokes. Like very obviously, like I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be younger than 40. And
how old's Jordan Grace?
She's got to be in her 30s.
Yeah, I'd say about 5 years younger, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, he's still jacked beyond all possible belief, but he hasn't been wrestling much. So it sounds like, it looks like a match each day for so far, right? You said his name twice so far.
Michael Gresham? Michael Gresham? Yeah, I think so, right?
Jonathan
Gresham. Michael Gresham. I almost said Michael dressed down. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Jordan Grace is only 30. Gresham is 38. I'm surprised Jordan Grace has been around for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just interesting why he hasn't really hooked up with anybody.
Yeah. This one's getting a lot of buzz.
This is a New Japan sponsored show.
Yeah, and El Desperado is booking it. He's done 2 of them already in New Japan. I was gonna buy this on NJPW World, but it's like $23.
Wow.
Whereas I can just get, because it's for the Japan audience, so they're paying it. But if you get Triller TV, you can pay $8 for the month and get a few of these shows. So
okay,
that's what I'm gonna do.
So
it's gonna be a deathmatch card.
Yeah, so it's El Desperado presents Death Vegas Invitational, 8:00 tonight, Vegas time, at Horseshoe Vegas, at the Horseshoe. Love and Pieces 3-way death match at Journey's End.
No one knows what these matches mean.
No, but Nick Gage is on, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but the guy has some scruples a little bit because he got rid of Lauderdale and left that other dumb promotion. Nick Gage and Matt Tremont versus El Desperado and Jun Kasai versus Masashi Takeda and Rina Yamashita. Okay, so someone's going to lose a limb. Deadly airtime and cutie crime. High stakes heartbreak jackpot match. Whatever that means. What the fuck, Steve? Just throw adjectives in bold. Yeah. Dragon Kid and Starlight Kid versus El Phantasmo and somebody. So he's got a mystery partner. Cute, sexy. Well, this makes sense with these guys. Cute, sexy, hardcore 3-way match. Effie, Jimmy Lloyd, and Ishin. Runway Russian Crash. A drop dead gorgeous 3-way tag. Busta in the Brain. Kushida. And the Rigged Roulette House Rules Hardcore. Guido? And Daisuke Sasaki against Janela and Gringo Loco. Jesus,
Battle of the Bookers.
Good Lord. And your boy's going to be there, Steve, CSJ.
Yeah.
Maybe he's El Phantasmo's partner against Dragon Kid and Starlight Kid.
Are we, can we break the fourth wall here in terms of our taping?
Sure.
So, yeah, obviously this is coming out on Thursday, but massive breaking news. Yes. We have a new AEW World Champion. Darby Allin just beat MJF.
Man,
wow.
I was hoping it was Mike Montana.
Wow.
in a squash match.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What?
Yeah,
they did the CM Punk John Moxley thing where he beat him in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, yep. MJF cheated. I think it's Darby's hometown. MJF low blowed Darby before the match, and then Audrey turned around, Darby low blowed him back, and then he did 4 Scorpion Death Drop, 4 coffin drops, and then in a callback to a couple of years ago, beat him with a headlock takeover and pin him for the 3.
Wow.
Because
literally the entire locker room is coming off and people are like crying.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
On top of just like the mountain, he's on top of the world. The other thing too is that I will say this, and we can move on to the rundowns of the shows because I really want to do that part. Is that it's hard to hide emotions when you're told you're going to win the title, no matter who you are. And Darby literally cried the entire opening promo, so you knew something was up.
And Sting was there too. Sting showed up as
Damn.
well.
That's great.
Back in the
That's
before
awesome.
the match
So
started.
they did I call it the Bret Hart WrestleMania 10 ending. That's what I call it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
sorry to spoil that for you, but I couldn't.
No, I understand.
I couldn't resist.
Most people would know by the time.
Literally, the entire locker room, even the Bucks and Kenny are out.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's kind of like when what's his name, not David Young. What's his name? Won in TNA the first time.
Eric Young.
Eric Young. Yeah. All right. At 8:00 tonight, local time, at the Pearl Theater, House of Glory Wrestling presents Culture Clash for the Hog World title. Oh, this is Hog. That's why I love saying this. The Hog World title. Charles Mason against Michael Oku. For the Hog Tag Team titles, look at this one. The Hardys against the Good Brothers. We're back in 2016 TNA. For the Hog Women's title, Shotzi against Charlie. Brody King against Zilla Fatu. Bandito against Amazing Red. And Ricky Sosa against Cash Flow. Of course, Cash Flow is, if you want to know who Cash Flow is, watch Tulsa King.
I already saw Hog Wrestling last night. It was those wild boars in Poland against the AI robot. That was if anybody saw that. Did you see that video, Scott?
I have not. I know of it, though. I know of it.
It is an AI robot, and the Polish villages realize we got to get rid of these wild boars. We're going to send robots after them.
That's funny.
God damn.
Rikishi's Polynesian Bash at Treasure Island got canceled.
Let me tell you something. This is the one that had the Rampage Jackson's son incident. I want to say. This was Rikishi's promotion.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
All right. The Sabu Memorial 2-day block party, 9:00 tonight at the Nerd. Willie Mack against Beast Mordos. Marcus D'Angelo versus Rubio Bell, and TJ Perkins against Jack Cartwheel. Among those, Dante and Darius Martin. And this is a big one. 10:00 tonight at HyperX. Ladies Night Out 16. Sin City Showdown. Also, $5 off remaining tickets with promo code SAVEME5.
Oh, there you go.
This is live on. Jazz is the special referee. Jasmine Allure defends against La Rosa Negra and Izzy Moreno. La Rosa Negra, another NWA.
How many matches are on this card?
Brittany Brooks versus Maddie Max versus Carolina Cruz versus Tiffany Nieva. Jada Stone versus Ruthie J, another NWA and AEW, I think. Steph DeLander, as mentioned, against Erica Demia. Fallon Gray versus Sophia Sivan versus Corin Joy versus Rachel Lay. Lacey Lane versus Vipress. Oh, our first look at Thunder Rosa. She's wrestling Vert Vixen. Violent Romance against Ray Lynn and Danny Moe.
Yeah, this is the team that got in trouble in AEW for not winning the job. Nixon Newell and Miranda Alize.
PWO versus Hollywood Haley J, Mickey Knuckles, and Gypsy Mac. Notorious Mimi versus J-Rod. Lady Bird Monroe against Alexis Littlefoot. Laney Luck and Shazza McKenzie against Kingsley and Frankie B. Lee Laurel and Angelica Risk versus Serena Vale. Vicious Vicky versus Lexa Vallo. Brittany Blake and Alejandra Quintanilla versus Vanilla Vargas, Jazzy Yang, and Kristen Blaze. And the Wrestle Lit Rumble. Christian Reed, Gemma, or is it Germa? Gem, Jasmine Howe, Diamond Virago, Sal Perez, or Cy Perez. Cy.
Sal Perez plays for the Gold Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta clean this fucking screen. Raven Marie, Colby Max, Kayla Lopez, and La Spooky.
Let me say this about the women's wrestlers: they have the cooler names.
I like
They're
Sal Perez.
Creative with their names.
Yes, I agree. 10:30 tonight at Bazaar Bar is Marvelous Women's Pro Wrestling. We've got, let's see, a lot of women's cards, guys. What do you think about that? A lot of women's cards, Steve.
It's a great box office attraction.
10:30, Marvelous Women's Pro Wrestling at Bazaar Bar. Aja Kong versus Senka Akatsuki.
I have
What?
I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine on that one.
But I mean, what I was saying was, what are your thoughts on the fact that there's a ton of women's shows this weekend so
I
far?
like it. I like that. That's my favorite part about Mania, and I hope that they do this with SummerSlam coming up in August. Now that that's a 2-day show, I would go to all well, not all of these shows. Don't get me wrong; some of them look terrible, but there's so many opportunities to just see wrestling, and I guarantee you, some of these shows are dirt cheap.
Right.
Like if you're someone who like that last one we went through, the Ladies Night Out had 16 matches on that card. And if you're someone who collects autographs or pictures or shirts, there's 40 wrestlers on that card that you can meet, and these people can make a shit ton of money.
Oh, totally.
Not even just like selling merch and doing WrestleCon and it's pretty cool. And this stuff is at first, I don't think they had as many shows last year, and this year it seems like they're having more again. And I think it's great. I'll go to SummerSlam weekend and not attend SummerSlam if they got all this stuff going on, because you can go see, I mean, some of these shows are getting really expensive, like the Joey Janela type shows, but some of these you can go, $10, $15, $20, and sit up really close. And yeah, it's wrestling. Wrestling's great.
It is great. And this is a weekend for it to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, then there's some other matches on that marvelous women's card. Here's an interesting one. Speaking of Nick Gage and not wanting to do this shit, GCW presents MDK Fight Club midnight tonight, 3:00 in the morning our time.
Now these are shows I wouldn't go to.
Right.
I am not going to a show at midnight.
No,
they're never on time to begin with.
Particularly with this crap.
Yeah.
No roped barbed wire. Slade versus Dr. Redacted. Wait a minute. Slade's taking on Chris Benoit?
And where did he get his PhD?
Yes. Well, let's not go there. Hayabusa and Masato Tanaka against Bear Bronson and Mr. Danger. Come on, Steve. Now, if you were with me, if we were together, if we were going to the show together, I would entertain you so we could watch Hayabusa and Masato Tanaka fucking chew these guys up and spit them out. Yeah. That might be interesting.
I don't know who Mr. Danger is. Bear Bronson's. Well, he's a tag champ.
Bear Bronson's. Is Bear Bronson in TNA now?
Yeah, he just won the tag champ at the tag championship.
Yeah. He's with the system, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Do you think, Steve, that there's actual walls, or do you think they're all going to get lung cancer like we did?
Oh God.
At Bupos or Zippos.
That was horrible.
Oh God, it was gross. Vipers versus Rina Yamashita versus Charlie Evans, and Otis Cougar versus Toby Klein. That's at midnight tonight. And then there was a show canceled. Circle 6 Mayhem at the Museum. That was at the Punk Rock Museum in Vegas. So there's your Thursday.
That's just Thursday, folks.
Here's your Thursday. That's just Thursday today. If you're listening to the show as it drops. All right. Now we get to Friday. Tomorrow, Friday, April 17th. And I think guys, we'll start to see. I mean, I know we've been kidding around, but now we'll probably start to see some cards with some actual, real, fleshed out cards and good, decent matches with people we know. All right, so it starts at 11 a.m. at the Bizarre Bar, Action Wrestling. We gambled away the graphics budget. That's the name of the card. We gambled away the graphics budget. Action World Champion. Yeah. Action World Championship, Darian Bankston against Timothy Thatcher. For the tag team titles, Top Team takes on New Fever. Carl Greco-Malenko against Mad Dog Connolly. One Called Manders against Paul Walter Hauser. Big balls. Danny Jones versus Tim Bosby. Adam Priest and Fuminori Abe versus Jonathan Gresham and Eric Stevens. Unsigned and Don't Care, your boy, Gary J. against
the Good Hand.
Gringo Locos, The World on Lucha.
This show is always good. I watch this one every year.
Yep, this is at 11 a.m. at the Horseshoe. Team Dragon Gate, Hio, Kizi, and Yuki Yoshioka against Team Gringo, which is Gringo Loco, Arez, and Vengador.
And Arez is now El Clone in AEW as well.
Oh, I love El Clone.
Arez on the Indies.
Galliano Del Mal versus Jack Cartwheel. Mexa Boys versus Brillante Jr. and Malafarna and Ray Horace. Thunder Rosa versus Julissa Mexa. In a Lucha Extrema, El Desperado versus Vipress. And then Rafael Quintero versus Jimmy Lloyd versus Devin, another multi-person match. Devin Monroe, Dulce Tormenta, KJ Orso, and Resplendor. At 12 noon Friday, Oasis Pro Wrestling presents 9th Island 2 at the FSW Arena. Let's see. Pacific Seas Championship, Chima against somebody. I keep saying X, but that means obviously to be determined. And then there's some other matches. Anybody here worth note? The Strays, Journey Fatu.
Andrew Cass is all over these cards.
And this one has a Fatu and an Anoa'i. So few of those.
That has to be like a Samoan wrestling promotion, yeah.
Salvador Dos Equis. I just had one of those for dinner. So it was very good. It was nice and cold. 12 noon at Container Park in Vegas. Container Park, free admission.
Oh.
Brawl and Brews.
Oh, no, I'm not going to this.
Yeah, not when you see the main event.
Brawl and Brews Championship. Legan Darrell against Mr. Anderson. What the fuck happened to him?
Anderson.
Mikey O'Shea against Jack Vaughn. Old School Values, the team of American Punk, Lee Steele, and Biggie Biggs against Gibson Brothers and Ron Kilborn. And then Sean King versus Eli Emerson versus Will Powers versus Angel Pureheart. You figure, I mean, we're joking around about this, guys, but you assume that these multi-man matches are just to give some of these guys a payday.
Yes.
You know? Mm-hmm. So that's at noon at Container Park. At the Dive Bar at noon, if you're interested, Underground Sports Entertainment has Dungeon Roulette. There's only one match, Mark the Shark against Louis Ramos Jr., and a bunch of other people are going to be there. At 2 o'clock. What's that? Yes, the Shark. Mark the Shark. At 2 o'clock at that same Container Park, which makes me think that place is very dangerous. Versus Pro Wrestling presents Bet to Wrestling Mayhem. Let's see. The Pro Championship Unification match, Father Bronson against Severino Correnti. The Battleborn title match, Kruger against Beast the Butcher. Mikey O'Shea, boy, that guy's wrestling his ass off this weekend too, against Isaiah Broner. Zab St. Joe Tomorrow versus Youth Gone Wild. And then Allura Jet and Ridley Thorne versus Nadia Sapphire and Jocelyn Navarro. Okay. At 2 o'clock at FSW Arena, the Texas Wrestling Cartel Sleep with the Fishes. Thunder Rosa is the Trap Queen champion. She defends against Fallen Gray. That's really the only match that's got anybody of note on here.
I am surprised that Brian Cage is wrestling. I thought he was injured, so maybe he's coming back.
I think he's just ready to come back. He got announced for a couple of shows.
The Good Brothers against Fly Death. They're on this show too. At 2:30, BTW Big Time Wrestling at Bizarre has High Stakes. Let's see. Anything on here of note? RVD is on this show. Actually, it's RVD and QT Marshall and Starboy Charlie. That's one of the matches.
Against the Demand from AEW.
Against the Demand, Ricochet, T-Leon, and Bush. So that's actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. And Alan Angels. He makes every show great. Bad Dude Tito.
Yeah, Bad Dude Tito is awesome. He's in Zack Sabre Jr.'s faction.
At 3 o'clock, we got a good card coming up next. So 3 o'clock at Start. No one's going to this show because the next show is better. Stardom has American Dream 2026. The main event is Alex Windsor defending the Strong Women's title against Saya Ilata. It's not
weird
much
that
else
they
here.
put these on at the same time.
Look at this card. Actually, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Athena and
Mia, May Sarah, Starlight Kid, and AZM against. That's a pretty good team, actually. Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, and Chris Statlander.
Babes of Wrath.
Athena versus Rina. Maika. Oh, there's my girl, Mina Shirakawa. Hanako against Rina Yamashita, Hazuki, and
Suzuki.
Yeah.
And versus Brittany Brooks and Saki. All right, here's the first. This is like a legit show. This is like you definitely go to this. This is probably the show to go to in the middle of the day on Friday, and you watch it on Triller. GCW, of course, Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 15.
Yeah.
I watched it last year.
I just clicked on it. It's $44 a ticket.
To go there or?
Yeah, to go.
That's
for the cheap ones, right?
Yeah, that's at the Horseshoe.
Yeah, they're getting really expensive. But
here's the card.
You can make the money, go for it.
Yep. These are some legit good matches, actually. Masashi Takeda against Pete Dunne. Not bad.
Hey, where's Pete Dunne been?
I know. Where has Pete Dunne been? That's crazy. Timothy Thatcher against Charlie Dempsey. Baby Regal. Joe Dashu against Olga Sasaki. Angel Verduzco versus Matt Mako. Royce Isaacs against Shane Mercer.
Isaacs, is he an NWA guy, right?
Royce Isaacs, yes. Him and Tom Latimer were tag team. They were called the Wild Cards.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like Shane Mercer. He's like this massive dude who can like just toss people. I don't think he would fit well into this kind of match, but he's always like good against like lucha guys because he can just chuck people. I think Zack Sabre is going to win this match because I've never heard of Ray Jazz before.
Me neither. Natty and Shayna Baszler.
No, I do, Rachel. Yeah. Eric Stevens against Fuminori Abe. This match, I got to be honest. Shayna Baszler against Natty. I kind of dig the new Natty, the kind of cyborg Natty.
Yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of dig it.
Shayna is now a coach at NXT.
Yeah.
I was hoping she would do more indie stuff. She did like a couple of them, and I was like, man, that would be so awesome to see her. Like, I loved her when she was in NXT. She was so good.
Miyu Yamashita against Janai Kai, and then the main event, Josh Barnett, obviously, he's always in the main event, against Yuji Nagata. What is Josh Barnett? He's got to be in his 50s now, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so is Yuji Nagata.
Yeah, but he's built out of piss and vinegar. I mean, like, you can.
Yeah.
Oh God, Josh Barnett is younger than I am. He's 48.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Younger than I am.
Yeah, he looks he looks much older. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's like could kill all three of us at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Now, if you can't go to that show, here's some others going on at the same time. 4:00 at that Container Park, which still scares me.
I think
free
it's
admission.
a Container store.
It must be because every show is free.
And like all the death matches, they just pop Tupperware on each other's heads and
bin covers. They're all free admission too. The KSW Championship, Damian Drake and Can't Stop Jamal versus Dante King. Is anybody else on the show that we know of? Nobody else though. D'Lo Brown's scheduled to appear. Yeah, we'll see him there. We're gonna see him at a Container store for free. 4:00 at the Dive Bar is X Brand Wrestling's Are You Saved 2. Main event, Anthrax defends the world title against Dr. Redacted. Oh, Chris Benoit's wrestling again. Dr. Redacted. And Nathan Mowry. Anybody scheduled to appear? Creepy Pinky.
Oh, Big Vito. Is that the Cake Face Carly? Good name too. I like Creepy Pinky and Cake Face Carly. Shout out to you for top 10 names of the year.
Yep.
And then we go right to SmackDown. Jeez,
yes.
4:30.
Yeah, well, remember local time, 7:30.
So that's 5:30. Is Las Vegas? Oh, well, Las Vegas is West Coast. I'm thinking Mountain.
Yeah, no, it's Pacific time.
Yeah,
so it'd be 7:30 our time, which makes sense.
Right.
So SmackDown. Right now, there are two. Obviously, it's the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. There's no participants yet, and then there's a street fight. The Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, and Uncle Howdy against the MFTs of Solo, Tala, Tama, and Tongaloa. So that should be fun.
The longest running feud in history.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm looking next to Friday Night SmackDown on the website. It says show canceled ?
Oh, shut up.
Can you imagine?
All right, just give me a very random, I don't care guess who's going to win the Battle Royal.
I don't even know who's in it.
That's what I'm saying. Just guess.
We're a week away. Not even a week. What am I saying? We're like a day away.
Yeah.
They haven't announced anything. Why would you? Okay, I'm going to be an asshole here, and I don't care. Why?
Well, at least unlike Reish, you actually announced that you're being an asshole first.
Yeah, like people, like the amount of. Let's say you're going to WrestleMania. Okay, cool. You're going to WrestleMania. It's going to cost you thousands of dollars.
Yep.
Why would you spend hundreds of dollars to go to SmackDown to get two matches, one of which is a battle royal that you don't know anyone who's going to be in it? Not even a Royal Rumble, just a battle royal. You know, the stuff they would throw on any card back in the 80s. And a street fight between two teams who nobody cares about, who have been feuding for like a year. I don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, just go to the Bloodsport or Stardom or Kingslayer Wrestling and Impact Zone Wrestling, PWO One World Stage.
I'll just guess that Danhausen wins it.
That's actually.
I'm not gonna lie. That's actually. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Boogie, that's actually not a bad guess.
He'll go
I'm
under
not
the
gonna
ring
lie.
when everybody's eliminated and he wins.
That's actually
Yeah, I'm happy he's getting over. He deserves it. The guy works so hard.
Right.
Did Scott pass out of joy? Yes, he did.
I think he did.
I will continue here. We got Relentless Pro Wrestling, Sid City Slam. Not really anybody that I know on that card. Bad News Bagoo. I like that.
Yeah. Is Father Branson Bear Bronson's dad?
Yes. Papa Bear.
Yeah.
Papa Bear Bronson against Bad News Ragu. What? Pride Style Pro Wrestling Out of This World at the Bizarre Bar. And I'm again trying to see if there's anyone. Can't Stop Jamal's on there. Brick Havoc. Can't Stop Jamal versus Jermaine Marbury. I don't know if he's related to Stefan, but Flips, Benny the Basketball, and Air Bud are your special guest referees.
Air Bud's making another movie.
he's promoting it. This is Manly Wrestling. Luigi Primo versus Jack Vaughn, the only match. And then we have Compton Mania, Vegas Mania, which is also at the Container Store. The only thing, I'm not going to say what this is called.
Isn't Goodwill the Container Store?
Yeah. I'm not. It's a 30-man Royal Rumble match. I'm not saying what it is because it's not appropriate. And then I
got booted.
Yeah,
I got booted. I got booted out of the room by Dr. Redacted.
You were
Dr.
cursed.
Redacted took
You are cursed.
Dr. Redacted kicked me out. That's
You
something.
said
We are on. We
called me an asshole, and Dan Housen cursed you.
All right.
We are on Joey Janela spring break.
Justin Criscolo.
Oh God. All right. So
At the Horseshoe.
Compton Mania. There we go. Spring break, 7:00. Phew. Oh, Janela, you're making me sneeze. Spring break X. Joey Janela. Oh, he's taking on Brody Lee's son.
Yeah,
Yes.
Brody Lee Jr.'s wrestling now, man. He's actually not looked terrible.
14.
Yeah, a little young.
I think Scott's still there.
Yeah, this Danhausen curse is really doing a number on him.
Yeah. So the main event: Joey Janela versus Brody Lee Jr. We have the Sandman in his retirement match against the returning Invisible Man. I'm wondering if Bryce Remsburg will be refereeing this match. I hope he is. The GCW World Championship match: Atticus Koger against El Hijo de Hayabusa.
Okay.
Alec Price and Jordan Oliver and Marcus Mathers versus Three Rascals. Xavier Wentz and Myron Reed, Hot Fire. This is an interesting match. Loser leaves GCW. The former Busty, Effie, and Alley Catch.
Well, I know. If Tony Khan booked this, I know who's losing.
Yes. I think that it's going to be Alley Catch losing, and I think she might get signed by WWE to be in Evolve.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I heard a couple people.
Alley Catch has been around for a minute.
Yeah, I've heard Gabe Sapolsky put her over recently as like the most improved indie talent in years. Then we have the Grab the Brass Ring ladder match, which is always fun. Basically, just Money in the Bank. Gringo Loco versus Shotzi versus Bear Bronson versus Manders versus Sidney Akeem. What was he in NXT? He was like the gymnastics guy. Wore a mask for a minute. Versus Vipress, Charles Mason, Teriyaki, Man Like Therese, and Bangador. That match is always wild. Mm-hmm. Jurassic Express of Jack Perry and Marco Stunt, who Jack Perry saved Marco Stunt against KJ Orso, who is a former Fuego del Sol, and Sam Stackhouse.
Okay, that's who KJ Orso. I knew it sounded familiar. Yeah,
and then Mance Warner and Steph DeLander versus Megan Bain and Axe. My guess is
I would love for it to be Lena Cross, but maybe she's booked.
Yeah, it's either Lena Cross or Joey Janela would be my guess.
Yeah.
Because Madsen and Steph aren't married.
Oh, that's true. It's got to be a man. Duh.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be. I mean, Laney is huge.
Yeah.
They got, let's see, Martinez Entertainment and something or other. I don't Paco's. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling making its American debut. They're working with AEW, right?
Right.
This is
All right, I have returned. Can you hear me?
yes.
All right. I don't know what the fuck I connection. Thanks, Janella.
Yeah.
We start talking about your show and you kick the plug, you fat fuck.
Yeah, we are on Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
Maple Leaf, the Scott Demore company.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. What are your guys' thoughts, quick? Since you already went over it, is this Janela show any good?
I actually think so.
The ladder match will be good.
The ladder match will be crazy. You got a great 6-man with
The Rascals Price Oliver match will be good.
And then the Effie versus Alley catch. Loser leaves GCW.
Oh, my girl Megan Bain.
And then Megan Bain's on there. And I it's either going to be Janela or her tag team partner.
I know this sounds crazy, but you know why Myron Reed isn't on Dynamite?
No.
Why?
He had made homophobic comments. So Time Warner Discovery said he can't be on Dynamite, but you can be on Collision. So they can't team up on Dynamite. So this is one of the only times where Rascals, all three of them, can actually team up.
I thought that was the fourth one that did that.
You meaning Trey Miguel?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Myron Reed also did. It's one of those weird things.
Fire. I like Myron Reed a lot.
Right.
Myron and I will have to talk.
So this Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Multiverse is 8 o'clock local at the Pearl Theater. Not a bad little card here. Stephen Borden, Sting?
Yes, Sting's son.
It's Steve!
Giselle Shaw, Persephone, and Shotzi. That might not be a bad match.
Yeah, I might have to buy this.
That's solid.
Slamfest Pass. It's $60.
Not bad.
This would be what I would have gone to. The Slamfest at the Pearl. I think I would have gone to see all these shows because the Joey Janela collective ones are getting too expensive.
Yeah.
But
at 9 o'clock,
MLP, CMLL, House of Glory, and TJPW, that would be awesome.
9 o'clock at the Nerd is the Sabu Memorial 2-day block party. This is night 2. Brian Cage, Jack Cartwheel, Landon Hale, Aria Davari, Stiff Nights. Oh man, I've had those. And Delirium. Funny Bone and Stiff Nights. 9 o'clock at the Nerd. Nerd. Marks Are Us.
That's funny.
What the hell are these things?
Take My Soul, Give Me Grave. 9 o'clock at the Dive Bar. Cruel versus Ricky Shane Page, Dave Reckoning, Nathan Mowry, Nate Webb as special guest referee, Dmitry Alexandrov against Hoodfoot, Alex Clone and Dread versus Insane Lane and Toby Klein, and then Texas Bull Rope Bovey versus Tim Strange. At 9 o'clock at the Specgrift, Women's Oil Wrestling.
Isn't that in Vegas every night?
I know, and I don't see Megan Bain, so I'm not going.
I don't think you've heard of.
Yeah. Knox Pro Entertain. The what is this? Is this all of Rikishi shows? Yeah, that got canceled. The nightly Micromania midget wrestling at the Nerd. At 10 o'clock at HyperX, Killer Cross presents FSW Mecha 11.
That's a guy I'm surprised is not on more shows.
I'm gonna be very honest. I think he's going back to WWE. I think so.
Makes sense because not doing a lot of these. Like last year, he was all over the place.
Yes.
Killer Cross will be wrestling Zilla Fatu, Future Star Scramble, Ice Williams, Jimmy House, Jaden Cole, Steve Gibke, Bryce Saturn, Leo Rush, and Bodie Young Prodigy. FSW Women's Title, Brittany Brooks against Notorious Mimi.
Brittany Brooks is busy. I don't know who she is, but she's busy.
Jonathan Gresham, TJP. That's not bad. Brian Cage, Resplendor against Gringo Loco. And then Hammerstone. That's one of my faves. Richard Holiday and Bad Dude Tito. Steve sounds like he's at the whoever did that just sounds like you're at the Container Club.
That was me.
More Micromania midget wrestling, this time at Little Darlings. I can only imagine what that place is, at 11 o'clock. At midnight, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, Stranglemania, Viva Las Violence.
And
I can only imagine
this.
the garbage that's on this card.
Vince Russo helps books this.
Hey, he's a fellow Christian, okay?
Vampiro's retirement match. He's taking on PCO and Big Vito.
Wow.
The GCW World Title with EC3 as the special guest ref. It's Cocaine.
Of course. Of course, the champion in Vince Russo's company is Cocaine.
Matt Riddle. And Matt Riddle, no surprise there either. Nick Nemeth and Caleb Conley. What's that?
Matt Riddle's going to get up close and sniff the championship.
For the women's title, Katie Forbes is the special guest ref. Alice Crowley defends against Danny Moe, J-Rod, and a mystery partner.
She just had twins with RBD.
The GCW American Championship, Facade takes on Mecha Wolf. Oh, Mecha Wolf. Ninja Mac, Disco Ray, Charlie Haas, and Mosh Pit Mike.
Jesus Christ.
The Brothers of Funstruction, Yabo and Rufo. These two guys are in NWA. Fucking terrible.
Who's that?
The Brothers of Funstruction.
Oh, they like the
fucking terrible
people.
Yes, terrible.
Yeah, there's a lot of problematic people.
Terrible. The Outbreak. Then Kerry Morton. Oh, Kerry Morton. It's okay. Against Mickey Knuckles in Kamikaze Chaos.
She's problematic as well. The St. Clair Monster Corps, Mr. Happy Congo Kong. I like Congo Kong. And Beastman. I like Beastman too.
Congo.
Ricky Morton.
What is this fucking team? Robert Gibson and George South? What's the average age? 77?
Good Lord, the people that are appearing too.
Vince Russo.
James Storm and Nyla Rose do to get involved with this?
Jasmine Sinclair, Jeeves, Matt Cross, Stephen Flo, Hollywood Haley, Mr. Anderson, Coach.
Wait,
Coach?
Is that Jeeves from Ask Jeeves?
Yes.
I'm going to ask Jeeves why this exists.
Oh my God. And then SVN Wrestling and the Devil.
The Ring Rat. I thought Missy High was already booked.
Yeah. Stephen Flo.
Oh my God.
What happens when I have my period?
And then SVN Wrestling and the Devil Dread. I'm not supposed to be here today. That's midnight. Yeah. Steve and I are like midnight local time, which means 2 a.m. your time, 3 a.m. my time. Steve's like, fuck this.
When I did New Orleans, I didn't do any of these midnight shows. And I remember like the Joey Janela one, or it was the Clusterfuck. That didn't go on until like 2 a.m.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like Brett and I went back to the hotel, ordered a pizza, and went to bed. Like there's like, I'm just.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You can go to all these early ones. That's fun.
Yeah.
And you have energy. Like it's Saturday, so we're on a Saturday now. There's a Lucha Libro. But Effie's Big Gay Brunch. I would go to the hell out of this show.
Well, that's what we're about to do. We're now on to Saturday. So now we're getting really to the big stuff. Mm-hmm. Saturday the 18th. It starts at 10 a.m. at the West Las Vegas Library.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Lucha Libro, Viva Las Pages. Then, as we mentioned, GCW presents Effie's Big Gay Brunch 2026, 11 o'clock. Effie takes on Zack Sabre Jr. Can he hang with Zack Sabre Jr.? Maybe.
I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. can wrestle anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
He's that good.
Nyla Rose against Dark Sheik. Mad Dog Connolly against Brick Savage. Mercedes Martinez against Vipress. Charlie Evans and Alley Catch against Steph DeLander. Oh, it's a four-way. Charlie Evans, Alley Catch, Steph DeLander, and Kid Bandit. Steve and I were joking about this match last week. And I know Paro. Paro was one half of a great tag team in fucking NWA.
And you almost died in Detroit because of the heat.
Yes.
That.
Yes, I do remember that. And I met Paro. Sean Kidd and I met Paro at the GCW in Dallas in 2022. Cool. I have a picture, with Sean Kidd. Paro's Highway to Hell.
I'm not saying it.
We have to, Steve. I'll do it. I'll bite the bullet. Paro's Highway to Hell, the Parade of Punishment, Twinks Unleashed Gauntlet. Nixie Exis, Jay Lux, Damian Desire, Richie Coy, and TBA.
I hope it's Paro.
Because what I think never mind. I'm done. All right. I'm leaving that alone before somebody bites my head off. All right. And then Brooke Havoc, Monomoth
Yeah,
Hunter Gallagher took Gabby Forza and Anton Voorhees against Billy Dixon, Devin Monroe, Keisha Murray, Jordan Blade, and Jay Vidal. CPA, Marco Mayer, Anakin Murphy will be there too. Usually a good crowd. I think was it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Was it
I
Pete
went to
Winston?
one of these.
Somebody went to it. Somebody besides you, Steve, though.
Yeah.
Somebody else I know went, and they said it was actually. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a hot mess, but
it's early. The one year they actually had brunch, but like it's just fun, and it's like you get a really mixed crowd of people, and everyone just seems happy.
Right.
It's just early on, people are awake. It's not like midnight and everyone's just reeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Smells bad and
brutal. 2:00, World's Greatest Wrestling Blackout Watch Party at Beer Zombies. Because, guys, we do have a card here. Wrestle Rave World Hazard Championship, Dmitry Alexandrov against Tino Valentino. And for the WGW title, Can't Stop Jamal against Ricky Tenacious. And then there's a card of some others as well. Minoru Suzuki's on this show.
Oh, wow.
He's wrestling Legend Daryl. So there we go. All right. Here we go. Because we're in
freaking Indy.
Yeah, because we're in Vegas, of course, it's starting early local.
Yep.
WrestleMania Saturday starts at 2:30 local time, 5:30 our time on ESPN, and 6:00 will be the first hour. We'll be live.
I think the first hour's on the Deuce.
Saturday, the first hour is on the Deuce, and Sunday, the first hour is on the Uno. But we'll get to Sunday in a little bit.
And then Raw's on the Ocho.
Yes. And Effie's Gay Brunch on the 12th. All right. So we have we have 7 matches. We have 7 matches. All right, guys. Now we actually have to talk about the matches. Here we go. LA Knight, Jey Uso, and the Usos against Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and iShow Speed.
Do we have to talk about this match?
Get your size out. Just get your size out, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so I have an honest question, and I'm not. This is slightly being an asshole. I know like someone like iShow Speed, and the same thing with Pat McAfee, but we can just. I mean, there'll be different talking points for that. But
Right.
like iShow Speed, like a YouTuber, obviously he gets a lot of views. Does this guy move the needle? Does this like sell tickets or
isn't he Logan Paul's like buddy that they do the drink with?
I have no idea. I honestly don't.
He is his own TikTok, Instagram influencer. He's got a big following, and his TikToks get a lot of clicks. Does he move? Does he sell tickets and draw ratings? I don't know, but I do know this: he gets a lot of clicks.
Yeah,
but isn't he the guy? Right? Isn't he the guy who shared? Right? Am I right?
He was the guy who took the table bump at WrestleMania 2023. He was the one who ate that spear against Braun Breaker at the Royal
so maybe
Rumble.
he does do Prime with him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just wonder.
He's sort of like
Little Yachty.
He's sort of like the comedian Drusky. He's all over the commercials. All the Gen Zers know who he is, and he's game for it. He plays a character. He's almost like the reluctant heel in the story,
and he's been cursed as well.
Yeah, well, the whole fucking fashion division has been cursed.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna say the heels win. I'm gonna say Logan Paul because I have a feeling Logan Paul's gonna get
I'll go with the Usos in LA Knight win.
LA Knight. Usos in LA Knight as
Steve.
Well. Yeah, I'm gonna say Usos in LA Knight as well.
Yeah.
I'd rather see the Usos against Austin Theory and Logan Paul and just get LA Knight and iShow Speed. I think I'm one of the only people who do not like LA Knight. Maybe it's just because I don't like the people going all the time.
I'll be the devil's advocate. I think there's gas left in the tank. That's all I'll say.
Listen, when I saw him in the Battle Royal at SummerSlam in 2023 in Detroit, he was molten, and they just didn't do anything with him.
Yeah,
they didn't strike. They didn't
what
strike.
What I'm trying to say is, on this day of our Lord, April 2026, I don't think it's over yet for him in WWE. I think he still could have a run at him for at the
top. This next match, in the old days, I would have total faith in being a banger, but TKO, I think, has just ruined everything. The unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. If this was like five years ago, I think this match would be an absolute fucking bloodfest. I think it'd be awesome.
Mhm.
But TKO doesn't allow us to have nice things anymore because they suck a bag of dicks.
Especially since it's on ESPN.
Yeah, so I think this match is going to be a neutered mess. I think Drew wins to keep this feud going.
My hope is that it's not like kendo sticks and shitty tables and like the stuff we've seen over and over and over again.
Right.
Like if it's like just have them punch, just be like a meat match, just beat the shit out of each other, punching, like throw potatoes.
Drew had a similar match last year with Damian Priest. But that was on, I believe, the Sunday portion of This is the Saturday portion.
I like that. I like that meat match. I like that, Steve.
Yeah,
that's
just
that's
good.
I like
the
that.
crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would be
agree.
shocked. I would be shocked if the WWE champion going into WrestleMania before he dropped it to Cody loses to Jacob Fatu. I would be very surprised.
Okay. The women's tag team titles are on the line. The Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend. I love Lash Legend. Against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and the Bellas. I don't see any reason why Nia Jax and Lash Legend lose here. I feel like they should just keep it. The Bellas are not going to win it. I feel like Charlotte and Alexa are going to break up eventually, and I think Bayley. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. You might get a little moist at this, Boogie, but I think before the end of this calendar year, Bayley will be in AEW.
Speaking of moist, this might age like bad milk, but I think Bayley and Lyra Valkyria is going to win in a shocker.
Wow.
I would like them to win because Bayley has been screwed over so many times at WrestleMania.
Yeah, she got the rug pulled out from under her on her WrestleMania match last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and didn't she before as well? Hasn't that happened to her like before?
She dropped the tag belts with Mercedes, and Mercedes left. She walked out because she was so mad.
Right.
That happened.
I'm going to go with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss just because of the names.
Okay.
I want Bayley to win just to have her moment. I think she deserves it. The Bellas, the Bellas are just there because of the Bellas. And
Okay.
It's unfortunate. It's like throwing a bunch of people. I wish they would just do more matches.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly agree. I think that's why a lot of people are kind of pooping on this night.
And it's just all commercials, like they could put more.
That too. Seth Rollins takes on Gunther. This could end up being the best match of the night.
This could end up being the best match.
You know why? It doesn't have a stupid storyline attached to it.
Yeah, they may just wrestle the shit out of each other.
They did do something where they have, I don't want to say Gunther's a mercenary for Paul Heyman, but it's more like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And Gunther wants to prove he's better than Seth, and Seth thinks he's the best wrestler and he's not. I want Gunther to win. I think that they need to protect Gunther in pretty much all of these marquee matches until there's a really good reason for him to lose.
Right.
That's all.
Okay. For the women's intercontinental title, AJ Lee defends the title against Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch wins because I think AJ wants to go back to being in the background. I think she wants to go back to being Mrs. Brooks. I don't. She doesn't want to do this.
Yeah,
I think she did it as a.
This was just to have a marquee match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I think she did it as a. I think she did it as a favor to the company and to her hubby to kind of help out.
And Becky has worked well with AJ. I don't think their matches have been great, but Becky has tried her best. Becky Lynch, as much as I can't stand, I'm totally don't care about her anymore. She won't go to AEW as long as Seth's here. It's not going to be like happen.
It's not going to be like Rhea and what's his face. That's different.
Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, Buddy. This is different. They're they're joined at the hip.
Or even Shawn Spears, who's now a coach at NXT, and her husband. I'm sorry, his wife. His wife. Who's in AEW now? Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is different.
Yeah.
Women's World Title: Stephanie Vaquer against the Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan. I think this will be a really good match. As much as I'm going to go for I can't believe I'm calling this an upset because I think a lot of people think Liv's going to win. I don't. I think Stephanie Vaquer has been a great champion, and I think she's earned the right to win a WrestleMania match. Liv Morgan can eat this and move on with her day. So I'm going to pull off. I'm going to call for the upset because I think it is an upset, and I think Vicaire retains the title, Steve.
I was going to go with Liv Morgan just because of the numbers. But man, you're swaying me, actually. I have liked Liv Morgan. I like the fire that she's shown a couple times in the build up to this, like them attacking each other. It's not something you usually see Liv Morgan do. So I'm kind of intrigued by this match. I mean, it's like out of all like the matches over the weekend, like this is surprisingly like I'm more into this match than AJ and Becky for sure.
Me too.
Yeah, I would say this is like the Fatu McIntyre match, maybe. Mm-hmm. I mean, for me, with we'll talk about this next. That main event has kind of dropped down my list.
Yeah.
So this one,
and you can't go by the Royal Rumble with the women because it's 50-50. There's a lot of Royal Rumble winners that didn't win the.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So I'll go with Liv. By the way, I don't think that music video was terrible at all. Some people are really crapping on it online. I don't think it was that bad. The Liv Morgan one, but
it's all right.
Her character is really she's revamped it just a bit. She's edgier. They've been doing all these shots where it's like your mom's a whore and all this kind of stuff. Really going low. But I think they've tried to pick up the intensity. Vicaire is just a fail-safe performance-wise. She's like Rhea Ripley, but Bianca Belair. Like if you put them in a marquee match, they're not gonna suck. So I think the match will be good, and I think Liv will win.
Okay. In the main event, Cody Rhodes, Devontae himself, defends the undisputed WWE title against Randy Orton. I said for a while that I thought Orton was going to win until Ari and his clear-chested sushi rolls came in and put his client, because Ari Emanuel's an agent now, his client, Pat McAfee, involved in this fucking hot pile of shit. And I think it's going to end up being a fucking mess.
Go ahead. Go ahead. And
I just think Cody retains. Because I think Orton, and I'm sure Orton's not happy because neither of these guys need this fucking idiot. So
no,
I'm getting a feeling that you're going to start to see talent issues now. This is because the promos have been pretty cold blooded, and you could see it in Cody's eyes that this isn't a joke to him anymore. Like this pissed him off.
This pissed him off. He's even during this week in some of the media. Cody is one of the ultimate businessmen, right? Like he says all the right things. He knows how to spin it. He's a very smooth talker. He's very good at doing media, and he's like, well, this is drawing some interest, but also there are a lot of people that are unhappy, and it's not just the online fans, everyday fans, and there's nobody happy about this. And it's like kind of half in character, but half for real.
Right. Yep. I agree.
He's like, because he was like, I've always kind of known what the online fan thinks, but it's everybody is not happy with this. And I think there's a lot of people that are in the locker room. There's been a lot of scuttlebutt that there are a lot of people aren't happy about this.
No, I agree.
I feel like it's disrespectful to Randy Orton, for one, who Orton has become much beloved by the locker room over the last few years. And my hope here, I think Cody's going to win, and then I hope Randy Orton just destroys Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I agree. I hope he does.
It doesn't even, that's the other thing, it doesn't even make sense. Like, why Randy Orton doesn't trust anybody. He's basically stone cold.
Yeah, but the problem is
his friends, his enemies,
right?
Not TKO, RKOs.
The problem is, and this is another discussion for another day. Maybe we'll talk about this in a couple weeks on our next show when we get the post-mortem. Mm-hmm. TKO people, these TKO people don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is not UFC where it's just two guys fighting and we get like real life interviews and pictures of your kids and shit. This is like a whole theater of the mind.
Right.
And clearly they don't have a goddamn clue what they're doing. And they just think, throw him in here. The fans don't care. Really? This is going to be a problem.
I even think it's... Oh, go ahead, Andrew.
I'll just raise my hand and say this about the involvement of Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll, which has gotten a ton of eye rolls. And I kind of feel bad. And I mean, it's crazy to say you feel bad for Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll. They're two of the richest, most famous celebrities in the world. Like, Jelly Roll has more Grammys than he does wrestling matches.
Well, he's earned them, Boogie. You're acting like he bought them at fucking Walmart.
I mean, my wife likes Jelly Roll, and I like Pat McAfee. Like,
But you just said you made it sound like Jelly Roll bought his Grammys at Walmart. He's rich and he's not fat anymore, but he's got a bunch of fucking Grammys. What, they bought at Home Depot?
He's a 4.5-star singer. I wish he was a 5, but I can't say that. Okay,
4.5-star singer.
He's at the Tokyo Dome. I saw him at the Tokyo Dome, and it's definitely 5-star performance.
I kind of feel bad for them to be like not lumped into this whole situation, because there was the whole idea of like, well, there was no connection. That's not true. Jelly Roll did have interactions with Randy Orton character-wise up to this point. The Pat McAfee one is true. There was zero connection to any of this, and then they lumped him into it. And it felt like the angle was a tale of two stories. It was the first story, which was actually a good wrestling-based one, which is Cody and Randy have a lot of respect for each other. Randy gets the title shot. Cody gets the title back, and he bloodies him in an awesome segment on SmackDown maybe about 4 weeks ago. Then they went with the Pat McAfee heel turn stuff.
They didn't need that.
Like, that was so unnecessary.
These guys have 15 years of history.
What I hated is that it telegraphed to me that Cody's winning.
Yeah.
Before I wasn't sure. Now I know Cody's winning.
Well, and then he's burying the fucking company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On air. He's burying them.
He said, don't watch night 2.
Yeah,
like,
he said
don't mind if I do.
Yeah, like, no one's buying tickets.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's going to make, hey, the product sucks. Come and spend $1,000 a night. And then it's like,
go kiss Triple H's ass, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, and there, his face is on the. I'm on ESPN right now, just like checking the scores as we're talking, and like the banner is Punk and Roman, in blue, and then in yellow is Cody, and then Randy Orton and Pat McAfee behind him. So they're also trying to play up this ESPN connection. Like, people on people are already pissed off that this is on ESPN app, right? Because they have to pay an extra $30.
It's been like that the whole time.
Yeah, because it's not on YouTube TV. There's supposedly a partnership between them now on their new deal, but it's not going to be for WrestleMania. It's probably going to be after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I read today it might be SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So there's ESPN conversion, but I think this is even simpler than that, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, these billionaires, like, I'm not even pointing at TKO as a whole. This is Ari Emanuel getting his boy a payday.
Yeah.
Like, Ari's Pat McAfee's agent.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
Payday, and he takes his 10%. Like, that's all it is.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It just sucks for Cody, because this is the second time he might have his main event sabotaged by a fucking celebrity. And I like Pat.
He's not even a celebrity.
Let me say it one more time. I like Pat McAfee, and Pat McAfee actually respects wrestling. He does. But he's trying to play a character, and it's not in the right.
And he's not. He's not trained.
Yeah.
These TKO guys are a fucking mess.
I think the match could be good. I think Cody and Orton can have a very good.
No, I think if we don't get, like, because I'm nervous that McAfee's going to stick his face all over this fucking match, and it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
Before that, I was totally expecting this thing to because they seem like the kind of guys, because obviously all eyes are on night 2 and Punk and Roman, obviously, but I think this is kind of like Savage Steamboat with Hogan Andre. Like, why is everybody ignoring us? Almost like same thing with Batista and Taker at WrestleMania 23 with Shawn and Cena.
Let's be honest, Scott. That's what happened last year at WrestleMania with Punk, Roman, and Seth in the main event of night 1. They kind of stole it.
Right.
Like, it was so much better than the main event of the second night. You were just sitting there wondering, why the hell did I waste my Sunday watching this?
Yeah, that main event sucked. I hated it.
Right.
So, all right. So, do we think? Now, I think Cody keeps it.
I think Cody.
No Pat McAfee. I thought Orton might win.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But now with McAfee, no. If McAfee helps Orton win, that place will fucking implode. So, just my opinion. I'm sure some PTBers disagree. That's fine.
Randy Orton should just punch Pat McAfee in the face and then RKO him, and then they should just wheel him out, and then the match starts. There you go.
That'd be great. So if you don't have the money for WrestleMania, So there's your WrestleMania night 1. We'll get to night 2, obviously, in a little bit. Pride Style Wrestling, Sobre La Luna, is at 7 o'clock at Ferguson's downtown. Mall Mania Vegas, Battle for Sin City at 7:30 at Neonopolis. Then the midget wrestling at the Nerd. GCW, here it is, 10 o'clock, the annual Immortal Clusterfuck. Joey
This
Janela.
gets worse and worse every single year.
It really fucking does. 10 o'clock at the Horseshoe. The match is called the Clusterfuck. That's the name of the match. And it's obviously a battle royal of fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's a Royal Rumble where they just come out randomly. There's no rhyme or reason to the intervals, how many people there are, who it could be.
It's Ricky Sosa, Nate Webb, Santana Jackson, The Green Phantom, Viperous, Beastman, Slade, Matt Mako, Starman, Human Tornado, Paro, Toby Klein, Tombstone Jesus. I like that name. KJ Orso, Tara Zepp, Mullet Man, Chris Benoit's in this pay-per-view, in the show. Man Like DeReese, Sam Holloway, Bobby Flaco, Marcus Mathers, Dark Sheik, Connor Claxton, Anakin Murphy, Hollywood Haley J, Brooke Havoc, Killer Kelly, Monomyth, and Pat McAfee.
Monmouth?
No, probably be 30 more.
Monomyth.
Last year, Brody Lee Jr. won it.
And Pat McAfee is going to come out at the end. And then in the GCW Ultra Violent Championship Hardcore Kingdom Steel Cage, Otis Koger against Matt Tremont.
Yeah, so basically they have it's a 2-match card. It was a couple of years ago too, the last time I watched it. They have the 1 match first, and then they do the clusterfuck.
Right.
So they basically will have the cage set up when the thing starts.
Right. Killer Cross Natural Born Killers 5, 10 o'clock at HyperX. Shayna Baszler will be wrestling. Matt Riddle against Jonathan Gresham. Graves against Simon Gotch.
Jeez. This almost looks like a Bloodsport, similar to that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not on Bloodsport either.
Who?
Killer Cross.
Killer Cross? Yeah, I know.
He was
that is crazy.
He's booking his own thing, yeah.
Why is this making me laugh internally and now externally?
Oh, I know.
The micro midgets are at 11 o'clock at Little Darlings.
Yep.
And scheduled to appear is the greatest midget of them all, James Ellsworth.
Make your money, James.
Make your money, James. And then at 11 o'clock at Dive Bar, so 2 o'clock in the morning, New Fear City, Murder Mania, Las Vegas 2. 2 o'clock in the morning, Steve. Totally in your wheelhouse. 2 o'clock in the morning. Steve's like, fuck that shit.
No way.
No Ring Deathmatch Championship, Hollywood Cass, and Beastman.
Let's be fair, though. Isn't every fight in Las Vegas at 2 a.m. and no ring deathmatch?
Yeah. That is true.
Beastman going to be in the clusterfuck and this at the same exact time.
Wow.
Go Beastman.
Go Beastman.
He's going to get one of those electronic scooters that you can send, like an Uber.
Splitting the atom. Splitting the atom. All right. We are up to Sunday, the final day of the weekend. We start at noon at the East Las Vegas Library. This is fucking stupid.
Is it the silent library?
Pages.
Lucha Libre.
Oh my God, this is actually really clever. Richard Schnary instead of Richard Scary.
Richard Schnary. Elliot Ray, King Gallo, Llama, Jack Nasty, Brandon Nash, Beatrice Domino, Gia Jewel, Victor Von Richer. Not Josh Richer, but Victor Von Richer.
Yeah, Victor Josh Richer.
Victor Josh Richer. to do worse than Victor Von Richer. At noon at the HyperX is the Spark Joshi Lady Luck 2. The problem now, Steve, that we're on the West Coast is some of these shows get fucked because Mania's got to start so early, you know.
Yeah.
So you get kind of boned.
Yeah.
Let's be real. There's some people that only want to go to the first night of WrestleMania and go home.
It's possible, or they're coming in Saturday to watch the Indy stuff and then go to night 2.
Yeah,
which seems to make more sense. But anyway, Spark Yoshi World Title, Hazuki against Jada Stone, the Joshi Atlantic Championship, Saki against Jasmine Allure, Aya Sakura versus Viperous versus Brittany Blake, Rena and Alexis Lee versus AZM and Aaliyah James, Erica Demia and Kaya McKenna versus Super P, and Natsupoi and Starlight Kid, Danny Moe and Maya World 4-way. So there we go. Second at noon at the FSW Arena, Second Wrestling Sin City. Decent sized card. Anything good here? Anybody we know? Drake Farrow. Derringer.
Not really.
No, not really at all.
No.
At 2:00 at the world's greatest wrestling blackout watch party at Beer Zombies. They have a card, of course, and then you'll watch the show.
Man, I've been getting served this on Instagram nonstop. This card. I don't know why.
Crazy.
Minoru Suzuki scheduled to appear.
So at 10:00, there's still going to be Micromania midget wrestling.
Heck yeah, every night. I'm telling you, it's like No Doubt at the Sphere.
Yeah.
It's like
and then of course we'll do the card in a minute. And then of course Monday, the only thing they have is of course Monday Night Raw at T-Mobile. So there we go. All right. Our last card of the night is the big one, of course, or part 2 of the big one. WrestleMania Sunday. WrestleMania Sunday.
Which company does that one? What's the name of that company?
It's Juggalo Championship Wrestling, crossover with Stardom, crossover with Micromania Midget Wrestling.
Yep, and crossover with Ari Sushi.
Yeah, Ari Emanuel's
Ari Chest Sushi. I can't believe I started that. Where that came from, I have no idea.
The thing that I love about it is that it's like the cheapest sushi too. It's like California rolls. It's like the most basic of sushi.
Yes, pretty much. All right. So right now there's 6 matches. That's it. 6. And this one is actually going to be on ESPN. Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. I think it's clear to think that Brock does at this point. Obviously, Brock doesn't give a shit. He's all about getting paid. So I think he knows to put Oba Femi over.
Yeah.
So
put Oba over. Retire against Gunther. Put Gunther over. And then you have Gunther versus Oba, and then Oba beats Gunther.
Yep.
I've just booked it all for you.
So, yes. Thank you. Well done.
Yep.
So there we go. So Oba Femi wins. Steve.
I'll say this. I don't think ESPN thinks this is the main event, but this is clearly the one ESPN wanted. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they said, okay, we're going to put this one on here.
Yeah, they're obviously not going to put Punk and Reigns on there.
Of course not, right.
Just because they want you to get that, but yeah.
It could be very entertaining. The crowd's going to love it. The crowd loves Oba Femi.
Is the ladder match on ESPN as well?
Yes, it is.
How long is the
ESPN
broadcast?
1 hour.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Which is funny because that leaves only 5 matches for the people that are spending $30.
Mm-hmm.
4 matches.
Yeah, there's 4 left. There's only 4 left after the.
Unless they add one, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so the ladder match? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
because there's going to be so many commercials, and the entrances take
there'll
a
be concerts, big extravagant entrances, a Danhausen segment. There's be something else.
Yeah, but it's just like if it's only an hour, like Brock Lesnar takes 5 minutes to get to the ring, at least, and then you're gonna have your video package, and then for the ladder match, you got 6 guys in there. They'll each take a couple minutes to get to the ring. So how long are the matches actually going to be? Not that I'm expecting Lesnar or Femi to be a 20-minute like gravel fest. It's probably going to be 4 minutes.
Right.
But, I like these train. I mean, you got some great guys in this ladder match.
You do. Let us give you the names right now. So it's Penta defending the title against Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. Who do we like?
I like Penta. I think he should retain.
Yeah, I will reluctantly agree that I wanted to say Javon Evans, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'll just go with Penta.
Yeah, like
I actually kind of wanted Javon Evans myself.
Mm-hmm. I can see that would be the other. I think that would be the other possibility.
They had Rusev dominate them all in the last segment on. Or by the way, I don't know if anyone sat there and watched it. A really bad go home Raw for WrestleMania. It was one of the worst I've ever seen. on
Wow.
Netflix. Like the final promo and we could talk about that a little bit when we talk about the main event. It was just very like, we're just gonna talk this through. We're not gonna have any like fighting or conflict. It was just, I was very disappointed. But anyways, Rusev dominated that segment, so that tells me, oh, he's not winning the ladder match.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you always need a base in these kind of matches. When you have a lot of flying, you always need someone, and I guess Rusev is the base here. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what Rey Mysterio can do at this point in a match like this.
I kind of wanted Javon Evans too, but I have a feeling that Penta might retain. Not that I have anything against Penta, but I think Penta retains too.
Also, why the hell isn't Ray Phoenix in this?
And why isn't Ray Phoenix in this? And why is Ray Phoenix not in this and Rey Mysterio is? Because
and why is Ray Phoenix not anywhere?
That's true too.
I think the bookers don't see money in him, and I think that's absolutely insane.
Yeah,
right. That's what I think it is.
Oh, he looks like Dragon Lee. He looks like this guy. You know, that's probably the thought.
Dragon Lee has the AJ Styles bump.
Yeah.
He teamed up with them, and AJ is popular, so he gets a spot. And I like it. I like Dragon Lee. I'm happy he's getting a spot. But where's the Americanos? Where the hell are they?
They're in Mexico.
You know what's funny, by the way? I don't know. This probably was brought up on last week's episode. We are in a bizarro world with the Americano feud where El Grande Americano, the Ludwig Kaiser side, they're clearly the heels and Chad Gable's the face. It is the other way around in Mexico. Chad Gable Americano is the biggest heel in that company in AAA. And Ludwig Kaiser Americano is the biggest face of the company. It's so strange.
It is weird. I agree. All right. Now the matches that are on the actual card itself that you'll pay $1 zillion for. Well, man. Demon Finn Balor. The Demon. So he's going to be Demon. We'll get the Demon Open, which I always thought was so fucking cool.
Yep.
Does Dominic eat this? I think he should.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No one beats the Demon.
The only one who beat the Demon. Well, actually, the Edge did. In Hell in a Cell. But there was a rumor, by the way, a long time ago that Vince made that call that when they had that WrestleMania in 2023, that Vince said, "Nope, Edge is winning, not the Demon." I don't know.
It was 2022, and I was there, and it was a good match actually.
And then Demon lost to Roman in a match, but otherwise, I
still think
I got the Demon winning.
I still think that he should have beaten Brock Lesnar as the Demon because Brock beat Finn, and I remember reading an interview with Brock saying like how much he respected Finn Balor, like, and how many guys do you hear Brock Lesnar say that about?
Right.
And he just absolutely like, he requested to wrestle Finn Balor in a match. I don't remember what pay-per-view that was, but I thought, and he gave Finn Balor a ton of offense.
Yeah.
More so than like John Cena. And I just thought like, man, after that match, just bring the Demon and beat Brock. That would have been great. But yeah, I think Finn Balor wins here. I think it might even be quick.
For the United States Championship, I'm kind of torn on this. Sami Zayn defends against Trick Williams. I love Trick. I really want him to win. I think he does. I'm just going to say it. I think he does.
I think he does too.
And I know it's funny. I know it sounds stupid because I was going to bring up the whole thing where he's been like partnering up with Lil Yachty, famous rapper and stuff. But here's the truth, man. I got to give a lot of credit, and I don't know if there should be credit given to Shawn Michaels who booked NXT when Javon and Trick and Oba came from there. All three of those guys are hits. All three of those guys are fucking over. So give him like say Oba wins. Like it doesn't mean Trick has the job. Let them both win. Sami's been a heel, but I mean it's kind of like a soft launch of a heel turn. He hasn't just gone completely full.
He's just kind of been there. Yeah.
There's a kind of an internet meme out there that he's Sammy Hogan because every time he gets into a feud, he has to go over some way, shape. But
that's a bad meme because Sami Zayn's been.
I love Sammy as a performer.
Literally his entire career.
You give Sammy and Trick 15 minutes, they can have a great match.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
And, I'm fine with Trick winning. I'm fine with Trick winning at all. I think Sammy's the perfect guy to do it.
For the women's heavyweight championship. Oh wait, that's never happened.
Nope.
How can't you say he's Hogan?
I know. Yeah, that's true. He never wins the big one.
I don't even think as El Generico he won. I don't think he won the Ring of Honor title either.
Steve, we are now in a world where if you are in the mid card and you go over all the time, then you are there's a glass ceiling for the mid card in WWE. You can't get past a curtain jerker.
All right. So the women's title, Jade Cargill defends against Rhea Ripley.
Rhea
I don't know if this match is as cut and dry as people think. It probably is. Rhea probably wins.
I was just gonna say Rhea never has a bad match at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
No, she doesn't.
I think they'll be fine. I think Jade is still a work in progress. They have way overprotected her. She has not wrestled enough with that belt.
Nope, I agree. And that bums me out because I love her. So
and the character is just, it's one of those things where you got to be there wrestling, and it's got to be a convincing win. And you have to show your stuff in the ring, and she can't do it. And I just want Rhea to be able to get it out of her in a big. This is the big match, the biggest match in Jade Cargill's career. I hope she treats it like that. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And there might be a bit of smoke and mirrors in this too, because you got Mia Yim, Michin, and
the baddies.
Yeah, and B-Fab, and then I'm sure Io Sky will be involved in some way too. Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors not on the cards at all.
They were rumored. Dave Meltzer was talking about that. There was a rumor that Asuka versus Io was going to get thrown into one of these cards, and it looks like it's not going to happen. It's going to probably wind up on the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah, that sucks.
And you've been building the Asuka Kairi Sane thing for a couple years at this point, and it just never happened.
All right. I'm kind of back and forth on what to do about this. I'm back and forth on a lot of these matches. Finally, the big one, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. I feel like everybody thinks just Roman's going to win, but I don't know if both belts can not switch. So if we all think Cody's winning and keeping it Saturday, I feel like Roman kind of has to win Sunday. But right now, TKO is booking, so maybe they think Punk makes more. I don't know.
Scott, you're so unreasonable. This is what I keep trying to tell you on the show, okay? You know why you can't rationally decide who's going to win this match?
And why is that?
Because you're old, just like CM Punk, okay? Which is funny because I'm only like a few years younger than you. That's the funniest part, Roman Reigns. You're old. Look at all the gray hair in my beard.
I know.
No, I mean, I think the feud started fantastic. The first promo Roman cut where Punk and him after the Royal Rumble was very good. It was a great launch. They tried to veer it in all these different directions because they had to bridge it for 2 months. And it was stuff like they involved the Usos. They involved like, well, you left and I became more popular and you're over the hill. And, you know, the one thing they never went to was was Larry the dog. Thank God they didn't go there.
Yeah.
They didn't John Wick it, okay?
Right.
but
and then you have the whole offshoot of Punk shooting on Pat McAfee and which was weird.
Yeah.
And then I saw tidbits of like what you were saying from this week's Raw, where all of a sudden he's like apologizing to Reigns, and it just seemed.
Well, it just felt like a cop out by the writers. And I was making the joke with Scott in the beginning of the segment, but like you didn't have to go there with like, oh, you're old, oh, you're, I wish the fan. I actually like the direction they went in the last promo, which is I wish the fans loved me enough to cheer me if I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate you because you left. I hate you because I'm jealous. That's actually more interesting. But
it makes sense too.
Yeah. So now the match I think will be great. I think it will be too.
I
fully subscribe to the I bow to the church of Phil Brooks in main event wrestling matches. If he has to have a great, well-told story in a wrestling match, CM Punk's gonna do it, and they're gonna have a great main event match. I really do, and I think Roman's winning. I think Roman's gonna win.
Who has been getting the bigger cheers in all of these?
Punk.
Punk has been? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So then the question is, if Roman wins, how will the fans react? It's like this match I'm actually intrigued by because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't go by last year's Las Vegas crowd because WrestleMania is not that crowd. It's not Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the WWE universe. Like it could go in all different directions.
Right.
You know?
One thing I will say about the show this year, amongst all the shit like around it corporately and whatever, I will say that every match does have its feeling of intrigue. I will say that.
Yeah,
nothing's
much more than usual.
You can tell by the predictions. You can tell by the predictions of the card.
Yeah, nothing's set in stone. Nothing is like locked in.
Right.
So who knows?
And there's only a couple of matches where I'm going, ugh. Like, why is this a thing?
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
But I like the fact that the main event, I really want to see how it goes. I'm very intrigued. That's a good word, intrigued.
It is intriguing. But obviously it's going to be a bitch to watch, and you got to spend $1 zillion and find somebody who has ESPN, et cetera, et cetera. But in any event, I think it'll be a good show. I think Saturday will turn out to be a little better than people think, and I think Sunday will be fine. But I feel like at least all the matches have some sort of intrigue attached to them. Not everything's going to be predictably dull. So, and I think both matches will be better than Cody and Cena was last year because that match sucked. But to flip it, their rematch at MetLife at SummerSlam was really fucking good.
Very, very good. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Well, there we are. We've gotten you through the weekend. We hope you enjoy all of the indie shows floating around Vegas. I don't know if the indies like Vegas. It seems like they're all in the same three places. Who knows what the fuck will happen next year?
Yeah, it sounds like there is some talk about that. About how they're thinking of just all joining up together for one weekend, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Mania weekend and doing the same thing.
I can't imagine all of these indie like GC. They can't afford to go to Saudi Arabia.
No, they're not going to.
No,
I think that we could do an entire episode talk about the geopolitics of that. That is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about WrestleMania in 2027, I don't know what's going to happen.
The geopolitics. All right, Gore Vidal.
Can we just AI?
I wasn't crediting you with William F. Buckley. So anyway,
you're dating yourself. I thought I was the only one who dated myself.
I'll smash your goddamn face. No. No.
Let me put some more. Let me put some tobacco in my liberal pipe here.
Tobacco. All right, Carville. There's only one asshole that lives in Louisiana. We only need to have one alien-looking asshole that lives in Louisiana. Anyway, I don't care. I'm not kidding. Right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the show, everybody. Please enjoy WrestleMania if you're in Vegas. I know, obviously, a pretty decent-sized group. Not as big as past years, but a decent-sized group of PTBers. The usuals will be going. So I hope they all have a wonderful time and be safe.
I don't.
I don't. I hope you all get locked in the container club.
It gets syphilis on top of it.
At least one of those places I'll get cancer like Zeppos or Bippos. Anyway, have a great time. Enjoy the shows. We'll be back. We'll give it a couple weeks. I don't want it to go 3. That's a lot. I'm going to give my 2 wonderful cohorts the week off. I'm giving you guys the week off. You don't give me the week off. You give me respect. Sorry, I was doing Sid from the night after WrestleMania 11. Anyway, we'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll see. We'll talk about Mania and the Raw after. We'll let that kind of marinate and see what happens. And we will do our next main event archive, which I believe, guys, if I'm doing the math right, I think it's the October 30th, 2019 episode of Dynamite, which I think is the go home
for Full Gear.
For Full Gear, I think.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So speaking of Cody, I don't know if it'll be a better main event than this one, but at least neither guy's as flabby as the guy in that match. But anyway, that'll be in a couple weeks. So for Boogie and for Steve, I am Scott. You've been in the main event. Enjoy Vegas. Enjoy WrestleMania, and we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Hey Scott, we really got along nicely today. I have a booking for a private bungalow in Arizona. Would you like to interlock fingers with me?
What?
Shut up, Corvidal. Shut up, Corvidal.